1200-watt power supply that can flip a breaker when you turn your computer on.
Let me.
Fine,
we'll talk later.
I just spent the last 5 minutes looking for a die that was on my desk. I special.
Why was my video saying you are muted? You are. Well, fine.
Oh, tactical cloak activated.
Oh no.
The muted thing honestly should have been over Raven.
The muted thing, honestly.
Listen here. I have been pretty damn good, at least lately. Yes. I mean, consistency, right?
Oh, I'm muted on stream? Oh, how about now? Did not click over? That was weird. Yay! Thank you, both Fox and Raven, for those continued subscriptions.
there's
Thank
echoes.
you.
Everything's looping.
Yeah, pretty much right now. Is that better? You can hear me now? Okay, that was weird.
There we go. I got it. I fixed it. It was a problem on my end.
Okay, there we go. Now the button I need works.
I'm waiting for Twitch to like open up here. It keeps telling me that the page can't be found. And it's only on Twitch. I have to mash F5 repeatedly until it finally decides to load up.
Oh.
Interesting.
And it's okay, guys. I was just ranting about how all of us are muted, and coincidentally, we were muted, so.
And to answer your question, we were talking about computer hardware things.
Oh, techie.
Techie stuff.
Techie. Got it.
Yeah, because I asked Ravenslark for help with advice on a mic, like, how long ago was that?
Like a week ago, and the forgetful creature that is me just... I think I mentally responded to it, and I never actually typed it out.
Technically,
I was like a little sad tear, a little bit. You've forgotten. But...
Just poke next time. Poke.
I mean, as my rule is that we're all blonde at the roots, and I think Raven just had a blonde moment, really.
No, I'm pretty sure I literally mentally responded to it and never typed out an answer.
I've been guilty of this.
I will tell her. I must have told her.
It's like
of course
she
I
hasn't
wrote
even
that.
responded to me. And I was being helpful. She never responded to me.
Wait, I didn't respond to you?
No, I'm saying that's what he's probably thinking mentally. Just like, I responded to her, she didn't reply back.
There's no thank you.
How rude.
How rude.
But how are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Going insane.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the last week. In case y'all haven't heard, we got a new show coming up this Saturday that is a wasteland, kind of post-apocalyptic, Fallout, Mad Max kind of themed D&D homebrew. And then we've got another one coming up here fairly soon as well. We have our one-shot around the corner. We had our one-shot that did happen already with Azrin being the DM that went so smoothly with all kinds of shenanigans. Apparently one punching something big. I can't remember what it was off the top of my head.
Muscle Wizard killed an ogre.
There we go.
Yeah.
Muscle Wizard killed an ogre.
These are things that happen.
We'll have a lot of new members, a lot of new faces. They're all people that are part of our community, so you've all have seen their name before in our chats and Discords before. And then we also have a new member for this show as well. So as you can see, we saw Kiara Phoenix kind of snuck in here. Funny story, she was actually originally supposed to be part of the story since the beginning, and then life happened, as it does. Yeah. So, no, it's okay. It's okay, it's just a big truck driving by. It's okay.
But,
I must
but
like the truck.
It's not the small penis truck, though. It's just a big truck.
Ogren.
No, don't. He's fine. No!
He's warming my feet.
He was, ooh, I don't want him warming my feet right now. It's a little warm.
No.
I just want
Mother,
him
I
near
crave
me.
bloodlust.
He thinks that he's. I'm his support animal, okay? That's all I can say. Anyway. So yeah, so lots of things that have happened in this last week alone, and a lot of things that are happening in the very near future.
You're
So
okay.
lots of exciting things. See, you stole him from me, you jerk.
Mhm.
Oh, but now we get to see him.
Oh, doggy.
See you, Augie.
You know what?
Okay.
I can't lift him right now, okay? I'm sorry.
You mean you don't have room on your lap?
No, I have room on my lap. I lack the strength and the
Dexterity.
lap room
You have Bebe.
due to big
Yeah.
belly.
Yeah, that happens.
I don't know where my cat
My 80-pound lab used to lay across my legs and like encircle my baby belly,
Oh.
and just tuck his nose around it.
Did you baby
And after a while, I just had to kick him off. I was like, "Nope, I can't do this. You're hot and heavy, and I'm done."
See, if I'm on the couch, it's different because at least I'm sunk in and I'm kind of leaning back so he can lay on me, and I'm like, ah, that's better. Any other surface, I'm like, no, get off me. Get off.
I mean, that's pretty much how you feel anytime an 80-pound lab crawls on your lap.
I mean, that's
Get
also
off!
fair.
True.
That's also fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
And we
leveled up,
loved
right?
him so much.
So yeah, like I said, lots of things happening. A lot of things happening in the future. But right now, we have the crew finally defeated Zen with a very interesting battle. It was very stormtroopy. It was kind of funny. And you guys were able to steal a ship and get off Omega finally.
We didn't steal it. It was given to us in a roundabout way.
I mean, if that's how y'all view it, then that's how y'all view it.
Look, dead people can't fly ships, so
I mean, you're not wrong. But they managed to escape, and as they were leaving Omega, they got a stranger on the ship. And that's kind of where we left off with both Dreskar and Vera walking in the engine room when a mysterious woman kind of popped up going like, oh, hi, awkward. And that is where we're going to start today. So, Kiara, go ahead and describe what they're seeing.
All right. So what you see is she's a human female, and she's got long, like kind of about my length, dark hair, but it's done up in two braids along the side, and she's got kind of like a bandana, kind of holding up part of her hair, so two braids, bandana. She's got kind of like overalls on right now, like engineer kind of overalls that are covered in engine grease and paint. And she's kind of like a lightish skin tone. She's got one purple eye and one blue eye. Sorry. So she's got that interesting mutation, and she looks a little confused and startled. She looks about like somewhere in her late 20s and age. And yeah. So that's Melanie.
So you had said that Vera had tripped over something?
Yeah, it startled me. Should we get started? Do you want me to?
Yeah?
Okay. So I think Zoro said that I said these words, so I'll just start from there. Oh! Hi. What you doing on my ship?
Where is Vera's gun that she had?
That's a good question.
Did it fall out of my hands when I tripped?
I
mean,
assume
you
it's on the
didn't
ground
trip.
at least.
It's more of like you kind of hit and kind of shuffled a little bit, noticing that there was a separate piece that was on the floor. So you didn't full on trip or anything like that. You just kind of lost your footing there for just a second.
Oh, so it would probably still be in my hands then.
Yeah.
And it immediately pointed at this stranger.
Well,
And I'm immediately.
right. So hostilities.
Well, we weren't expecting anybody to be on the ship.
Well, I wasn't expecting anyone to be on the ship except for those two idiots that were up towards the front. See here.
But you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. But, so what are you doing here? I was nicking this ship first.
You're gonna have to take that up with the Krogan in the cockpit.
How about that rhyme?
Although, this all makes a lot more sense, because I was working on the code deck here, and all of a sudden everything started working. And I was like, oh, I'm smarter than I thought. And then guns. So, hi. I'm Melanie.
Guns.
Nice to meet you.
I'll put my hand out, Dreskar.
That's
Vera
fine.
turns off the safety on her rifle.
Vera, be nice.
Vera, I hear. Would you mind putting the gun down? I'm not armed myself. I mean, there's a wrench down here, but I gotta kind of reach for that, and I think wrench versus
Step
gun.
away from the wrench, please.
I don't know.
Is she armed?
Nope. Look, you can search me. I'll allow it.
Oh god.
Search her, please.
All right.
Oh god. Alright, Dreskar, make an investigation.
At this point, would I have finished searching through the comms over to the engine room so I can hear what's happening?
Okay. You
So-
you did say last time that you were kind of making your way over there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's an 18.
18? Alright. Melanie, is there anything on you?
Got some tools stuffed in the pockets. You find some paintbrushes, and that's it. And with an 18, I guess if you kind of look behind her, you see a pile of some gear back there, and there is a gun back there. But on her person, no.
But about how far away is it?
Probably about 5 feet.
So somewhat
Oh.
within reach, but she's got to make some effort to bend over and grab it and turn her back to you if she wanted to. But as of right now, she has no weapon on her person.
So
Unless you want to
I'll
consider
go.
the paintbrush one.
I'm like,
I mean, a clever person could use it, but
Stab someone in the eye
Um,
with it is what I think.
Up the nose.
I'll go from doing the pat down to putting an arm around her shoulder and start walking right past Vera, back up the hallway.
all right.
We're gonna go talk to Brackus.
Yeah, and I think at that point, Brockus is going to come over the loudspeaker. So, security sweep done. We good to go? We take the kid out of the box.
No, there's an intruder.
Get in a box.
Well,
People are you putting kids in books?
do you have? Are they in your custody?
Yes, Brackus.
Airlock them.
We're on the way up.
If it's an intruder, why don't you just airlock it?
To
Oh,
be fair, we were intruders when we came on here.
Well, yeah, but it's our ship now, so we
I'm
won.
not debating that.
And Ophelia, at this point,
Is
you've
it- is
actually
it
caught
another-
up to them.
Is it another? Is it a blue sun?
Well,
No. Are you a blue sun?
oh no, I'm not. Nope.
Insight check.
are they passing by the
Inside
room?
checker.
Because otherwise I would have
I'm
stayed
also
with Percy.
doing an insight check.
Go ahead, both of you roll
6.
inside checks. Oh, you completely believe her.
I completely believe you.
I also rolled a 6.
You also completely believe her.
Well, those blue suns are right gets. Now, I mean, I freelanced for them a bit, and that's how I know about the ship's engines. You see, the drive core was all busted before, fixed it up a couple weeks back. This ship had the security was pretty shite, and I already knew the codes, so I kind of needed to make a quick getaway. It looks like you guys had a similar idea.
Can I hear
Come
this?
back to that later.
You cannot hear this because you're
Okay.
still in the front of the ship. So unless
Well, I
someone
did-
has
I
the
did-
button on the whole time,
Yeah.
they're not. You won't hear it.
So have
No,
they
Brackus,
passed by?
She's not blue suns.
Have they passed by the room
You've
where I have
caught up
Mercy
with
yet?
them at this point, yes.
Well, I wouldn't have left the room.
Oh, okay, yes.
I'm
Because
in there
they're
with
trying
Mercy.
to bring her up to the front of the ship, so they would have passed you.
Okay. I'm probably just poking my head out. I'm just watching.
Okay.
Mercy, if you're in the box, you could come out now.
Is it safe?
We don't know that it's safe.
I'm gonna go
Okay, I
ahead and
should
help her out
probably
of the box.
stay in here then.
No, you're fine. You got your gun.
Okay, guy says it's okay. I'm free!
Come on, Mercy, let's go catch up.
Where's the bad guy?
Up this way, let's go.
Okay.
Oh no.
She like hops over
But no
the
sh-
box.
I do grab her by the arm first. I'm like, no shooting.
Daddy always
No.
says if it's an intruder, you shoot them in the eyes. Between the
Yes,
eyes.
but
between the
but we
eyes.
need to talk to this intruder first.
Oh.
So you wait until we say it's okay to shoot.
Interrogation.
Sure, interrogation.
Okay.
Why do I picture Mercy trying to be bad cop?
Yeah.
I mean, look at who her dad is.
I mean, this is true. The only setting is bad cop.
Yeah. So she'll follow next to you, and you can see how
Alright.
eager she gets.
And I'm going to kind of make sure the safety's on her gun before she gets up
Because
there.
you told her, and she does know guns. Because you told her that we're gonna talk first, she does have it on the safeties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mercy, it's best when you come into interrogation that you don't have your gun out first. So just keep it.
Well, that's what
Down.
Daddy does.
Your daddy's a little special.
Well, he is special.
He is very
He's
special.
So good at what he does.
Only special people get to do that. And you'll get there one day.
I'm not special.
Not in the same way your dad is. You're special in your own special way.
I mean, he also said I'm not old enough, so I'll be special. I promise. At some point.
Oh, I bet you will.
Okay, good. She'll reluctantly keep going with you. Jamar, where are you when all this is going down? Because you can hear it on the intercoms.
I would have still been with all the crates and equipment we brought on board.
Okay, so you're just in storage, kind of unpacking. Okay.
Totally oblivious to the fact that we have problems.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, we're away from the station. The blue suns are floating.
So when I catch up to him, I'm like, is she a Blue Suns?
During this whole time, I've been doing the whole. So, how long have you been on Omega? What? What do you do?
Getting
All
to
that.
know the prisoner.
Yes.
Okay.
So she's chattering on quickly about different freelance jobs that she's done with different idiots, and she just keeps chattering on and just saying that she's kind of over Omega at this point.
Well, you'll
Well,
be
you guys are
very
wrong.
happy to know that we are no longer on Omega.
Yeah, I kind of guessed that. I honestly would have had a bit quieter of an exit. You guys, based on the explodey bits that I heard, those were explodey bits, weren't they? Didn't sound like a clean getaway.
We had some run-in with some people that made that difficult.
Clean enough for us.
Not my usual style, but hey, we're in space, so that's good. I would like to stay on the ship, though, just to be clear.
Where you plan on heading to next?
I'm taking her up to Broadus.
Not- More conceptually than that, Jaskar.
Oh.
What is your next destination?
Mine?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was gonna figure that out after I got the ship off. I kind of just needed to get out real fast. So I don't have exactly a particular destination in mind, probably something close by. But
Why'd
since
you have to leave so
I have-
fast?
numbers, you can pretty much pick and I'll be fine wherever. Why'd I have to get off so fast?
Yes.
Well, I made a couple bad decisions, and then a couple more bad decisions, and then I screwed over a couple of the wrong people. But they were bad bits, you know, and I needed to make a right quick exit. Don't really want to go into it in detail, you know, but I didn't do anything like untoward or anything like that. I just, you know, I really like certain tech, and some people didn't like being removed from certain tech, and is that where we are? Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you blew up a bunch of people on your way out of Omega.
Right? Kind of right place.
Does Vera still have her gun up?
Oh yeah,
Vera, will you please put that away?
I will not.
It's
Why?
kind of hard to have a calm conversation with, a gun in your face. Kind of hard to be civilized, right?
We have to interrogate her.
Oh,
And
look
what?
at
Mercy, what did I say about interrogation and guns?
Oh, that.
She just like stuffs it in her pants.
Vera, you too.
Right.
So Melanie gets kind of crouches down a little bit towards Mercy, not getting close, just crouches down to her eye level. And says, "Hi, little one. It's good to see someone with, well, I was going to say a nice smile, but that's quite a nice little frown right there as well."
I'm interrogating you. You won't move me. I
All
will
right.
not be swayed.
All right, that sounds good. What's your first question?
So probably
What's
as
your name?
My name is Melanie.
Oh, nice to meet you, Melanie. I'm Mercy.
Oh, Mercy, it's nice to meet you. That's a lovely name. You can call me Mel.
I like Mel.
Do you like painting?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Well, maybe later I could show you some things, yeah? Draw some flowers?
Can we sew stuff and then paint them?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Oh, no, I will not be swayed.
Oh, right, sorry.
No.
I'll be a prisoner. I am very, very oppressed right now. I feel lots of tension. I'm worried and concerned greatly. You are quite formidable.
I'm doing a good job, right?
totally.
Okay, good.
So probably throughout this interchange, as Melanie got close to Mercy, you probably would have seen Athelia's hand glow purple for a moment, and then as the exchange went on, and it would relax back down to normal.
Yes, Kitty, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome.
As you can probably assume, she prepped and then dropped a spell.
Melanie will stand back up. So
And
you're
then-
taking me to see somebody.
That would be the person piloting the ship right now. He can't leave the cockpit, so we gotta take you up there.
We're taking you to see Daddy.
Makes sense. I could actually fix that though if you wanted something on autopilot. I know how to turn that on. It's not that hard.
Daddy knows
You
how
know
to
more
do
than I
that.
do.
Yep, sure he does. Of course.
Pretty sure.
I'm sure
Daddy!
he's right.
She's gonna start running.
There she goes. Energy at that age, right?
Totally.
And she looks down at Vera's gun again. Oh. Still with the gun then. Alright.
Yep.
Vera doesn't much appreciate humans. Anyways, this way.
That's alright. I don't appreciate a lot of them either. But
Dinner party angst.
you know, I'm not like all of the humans. I'm just me. Are you a representative of all of your race? Are they all like you, Vera?
The good ones, yes.
That's good. I like to consider myself one of the good ones in my race, for the most part.
You know, that's not the first time I've heard a human say that.
I believe that, actually. Yeah. Well, alright, well, if it makes you feel good, then gun away, but would you mind putting the safety back on, at least?
I would mind.
I mean, Vera, the reality is you could probably draw and shoot that before she could get to any other weapon.
And my weapons are back in the engine room, so...
Let's keep moving, shall we?
Sure, whatever. She's not, like, slippy on the trigger finger, is she? You know? Like,
She's pretty good.
going. Alright.
The gun you don't have to worry about. It's whiskey bottles. If she has a
Really?
whiskey bottle, then you gotta worry.
I'm sure there's a story there. Okay.
Oh, there is.
I think we have video.
Really?
Pretty sure we left that back on Omega.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got
Oh,
a
no,
copy.
And I'm more
Oh, no,
calm,
it's-
Jamar. Be like, Jamar, do we have that video of Vera with the bottle?
Of course we do.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh, by the way, we
sure-
have a new friend. You might want to come up here and see what's going on.
It's not a Volus, is it?
Unless Brock has deleted the email, he definitely
Oh,
received a video
no.
from Arleo.
No, Brockus has that saved under his favorites.
We don't have a stowaway Volus, do we?
I mean, she doesn't look like a Volus to me.
Last I checked.
It's an improvement already.
And at this point, you guys are actually now approaching the cockpit at this point. And Mercy's just there kind of explaining all the details super fast about how she's doing a great job interrogating a person named Mel, and she's a human like her, and just goes on and on and on.
So she's okay then. Not a blue sun?
Not a blue sun, and seems to be very
Okay.
handy with engines.
Yeah, I'm really good. Been on lots of starships.
I just gotta turn around. I see. Where were you?
Sorry, what?
Where were you?
I was in the engine room. I was procuring this ship and first, but then I guess you guys kind of beat me to it. I was working on the second code. I almost had it too. I was about 5 minutes away. And then all of a sudden everything started working. And I guess that was you lot. So, bravo. I would have had it though, and I would have made much quieter getaways, but, you know.
Vera, why is your gun out?
Apparently she doesn't like humans.
Because we have an intruder on board. That's why.
Are you a blue sun?
No, I'm not. I'm freelance. I worked for them before. I've worked on this actual ship, the engines. That's why I chose this ship. I'm familiar with it, and they've got really just dumb security here. So when I needed a ship for a getaway, it was like the best choice. I'm sure you guys chose it for similar reasons.
Oh, we just chose it because we had the codes. But it sounds like you're useful. You know how to work the gun. Well, not the gun. You know how to work the ship.
I do.
Vera, put the gun away.
I'd rather not.
Okay, we're in the cockpit. I don't want you getting itchy trigger finger and, shooting because there's a human in your presence.
I mean, if she's gonna
When
shoot,
I
just
pull the trigger, I hit my target. You know that.
No, when you throw the bottle, you hit your target.
Yeah, this is true.
Never
So-
let that go.
Question. If you don't like humans, did you do the same thing treatment to this little girl? I certainly hope you did.
Well, I didn't.
She's still standing, so no.
I didn't point my gun at her, but can't say we got along when we first met.
Kid,
She's
get on the
mimsy for me.
kid, get on the radar. Make sure no blips are following us.
Aye, aye, Captain.
She
I
hops
kind
on
of
and
already
just
took
looks.
care of that, by the way. There's some programs in place to kind of mask some things from my getaway, but now it's your getaway, so you're welcome.
or our getaway,
Yeah.
It'd be nice
since you're
Welcome
getting away
aboard.
as well.
to feel that way with the gun in my face, but yeah.
That's Vera. She'll warm up to you. Sooner or later, I'll still be pointing at you, and safety will be on. So progress.
That'll be progress, yeah.
By the way, where are we going?
Well, I
Citadel,
haven't
right?
programmed anything yet, so wherever you guys want to go.
You said
Yes,
you said
Citadel.
you got the engines working. FTL drive works.
Everything's all ready to go.
Remember, that
Awesome.
was our deal. I help you get the ship. You take me to the Citadel.
I wasn't gonna back out of the deal. I just wanted to, make sure the FTL drive was operational before trying to spin it up.
Yeah, fully. It's good to go. It actually has some improvements. I worked on this, like I said, I was freelancing, and I added some improvements for them. And so it'll get you there just fine. I mean, the ship isn't the best, but it's all tip top right now.
It's better than the old one.
Oh,
Brockus, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Sure. I actually have a good perception. 17.
17? Okay. You notice out of the corner of your eye as you're kind of going back and forth between asking Melanie these questions and kind of keeping an eye on Mercy and her job that you just gave her. And you notice that the ship itself actually doesn't have a lot of fuel in it.
Well, that's a problem. So, how much are we looking at, like fuel wise?
Since you know ships, you don't have to really make a roll for this. You know that you can still technically do a jump through the mass relay. However, you won't get far. Basically, like the next system or two over. But no, you will not make it to the Citadel with that much fuel.
So I got some good news and I got some bad news. Good news is we can make a jump. Bad news is it's gonna be rather short because this thing is already running on fuels.
Would it be better than to refuel before we jump?
That was one thing I hadn't quite gotten the chance to do yet. Yeah. Check the fuel. Whoops.
Would I know any area close by where we could refuel?
You do, however, not anywhere near the system where you are. There was a fuel station that's pretty close to Omega. So unless you want to risk going back there, your next closest one is going to be... You know that you have your choice basically of 3 different systems you can go to that are fairly close. At least the fuel will get you there, but you could only make the jump once, so you can't kind of hop to those 3. You're going to have to kind of pick one, go to that fuel station, and decide from there.
Which one is full of people who are less likely to shoot at us the moment we get off the ship?
Roll me a history check.
12.
12? You haven't been to every single system yourself, so you're not too terribly familiar with what's going to be good and what's not. There's way too many choices. Are you proficient in navigation?
Let's see. Am I? No, I have helm.
Helm? Okay. So unfortunately with that roll, you will be able to guide yourself through those 3 different areas, but as far as like knowledge, further knowledge on like the planets or just the systems themselves, you're not too terribly familiar with them.
Okay. What are the 3 systems nearby?
You have, so looking on your radar, and you can kind of see the map blown up on what's nearby. One of the systems is called the Sarabaric, Sigurd's Cradle, and Skepsis.
I'm sorry, did you say Skeksis? Like...
No, it's Skepsis.
Okay, good.
Skepsis.
He wishes.
I wish it
That's
was
the one
Skepsis.
we're going to right now.
Everyone go there.
Only if they have Mark Hamill voicing them.
So I relay that back to everyone.
Huh?
We could jump there. I'm not really familiar with anything around this area. Any preference? I'd rather not have to get into a gunfight to get fuel.
But we're for sure going to make it.
With? Any of those systems I'm familiar with?
For you, go ahead and do a history check as well.
We're not in any risk of getting stranded out here, are we?
No, I can make the jump to one of those 3 systems. I just didn't want to know
You're
which one
absolutely
is
sure.
less. Oh yeah, guaranteed. I'm just trying to figure out which one's going to be less likely to try to blow us out of the sky.
All right, yeah. As long as you're sure we're gonna make it, we're gonna make it there. We're not gonna get stranded.
That would be a 4. Shadow die are not in my favor tonight.
No.
Change
nothing's
dice.
really ringing a bell. You're kind of too distracted by the new prisoner.
He's distracted.
I can try to work on things a little bit to try to give us as much go as we can out of our engines. Kind of slow things down a bit. Try to conserve, just in case.
Yeah, you've been around a bit with Eb, but do you know of any of these places?
I'm semi-familiar. If somebody wants to keep an eye on our new passenger for me, I can set a course.
I'll
I did
keep an
serve
eye
as a
on it.
navigator in a cruiser for 2 years.
Wow. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on her. You know I don't need a weapon to do that.
You should probably have one anyway, and I'll hand my rifle over.
Okay.
to
Kind of look at it
Asteria.
like,
I don't think
I'm-
we've ever seen her hold an assault rifle
No.
before.
but I'm probably gonna look at it, like admire it, like, oh, this one's pretty. I wonder what name it has.
Maybe
I will
not
go-
hold it like that. Maybe hold it like. Anyway, yeah, just point it down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she probably just
Face.
yeah.
I will go over to the control panel.
What are your
Plot.
navigation tools? Are those is that intelligence?
I think it just depends on what the DM wants us to roll. If we have proficiency in navigation, then we get advantage on the roll, or we get our proficiency bonus on the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like that would be intelligence.
I know my communication system was intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my ship stuff is intelligence.
So my goal here is to
So roll
plot
with
a
advantage.
course to each of the 3 destinations, and then select the one that's going to work out the best for us.
Okay, so you're gaining knowledge about them first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is my intelligence modifier? That's not bad. That's a 19.
19? Okay. So you do know that oh god, that's such a long word. Sarabaric is a decent system. There's a handful of things out there. Seems to be one of the quieter sectors. Not a lot of colonies and everything out there. But again, you know that there is some fuel out there if you need it. Sigurd's Cradle, you haven't heard much chatter through there, so you know that it's probably mostly just nothing and might not be the best course to go through there. Skepsis is kind of similar. It's more quiet, but it's definitely more populated. Like, there's definitely more colonies on the different planets and whatnot. There's more to choose from. And you know that out of the 3, that one's probably one of the more safer ones, and then the next one is definitely going to be Sarabaric. Sarabaric is the
So-
quietest of the 3, though.
Skepsis is probably the best choice, and then Sarabaric and Sigurd's Cradle's basically a no.
Yeah, as they all 3 have stations, it's just a matter of how low you want to be as far as, like, do you want a quiet place, more populated place. Go ahead and roll one more navigation check with advantage.
That is a 17.
17? Yeah, that's enough. You know that Sigurd's Cradle is probably going to be the most dangerous, despite it being mostly empty, because a lot of the planets there are quite toxic or extreme. So unless you guys have special equipment to land on them, you know that that's probably not a good place to go.
Okay. So after studying that information, I'll turn to the rest of the crew. It seems Skepsis is probably going to have our best chance for fuel, though there are a lot of colonies in that system. If we want somewhere a little quieter, Sarabaric is going to be the one we want to go to.
So
Cool.
before she turned around, how long did it take her to look at that information?
That probably took her maybe about 3-4 minutes.
So when she turned towards the console, I'm going to motion to we're so bad with names. Kiara Phoenix's character?
Melanie.
Melanie, sorry. I'm more motion to Melanie to follow me. I'm more set Veer's assault rifle by the door. I'm more take her back somewhere out of all of this. Probably take her back towards Jamar. Find her way to Jamar.
And Vera, you're too distracted. You don't even notice this.
That's correct.
So, Skepsis then, or Skepsis or Skeppies or whatever it's called.
Yes, like I said, that'll be the place we want to go to if we don't mind a bit of a crowd in the system.
Well,
But
I
if we
mean,
don't want to be spotted by anyone for any reason, then Sarabaric is going to be what we want.
honestly, the only thing I was worried about is, just coming out of the FTL and then getting shot down.
That's kind of what I'm worried about as well. This ship is probably still marked as a Blue Sun ship.
Yes. it
Maybe we can,
probably is.
Look back. Oh, she's gone.
Where?
Well, whenever the human gets back, she did say she had some programs set up. Maybe she can change the classification on the ship.
I don't think we should just trust her like that. It's
Look, she
nothing
was-
against her personally.
She was gonna steal the ship. We stole the ship. She got the ship running. She's good in my book.
I know how this is gonna sound, but
Super racist.
yes,
She's
she's a human.
This is the elephant in the room here. Who's racist?
You can't trust humans.
You
know,
can trust me.
You know, you say the same thing about Krogans as well.
Yes.
And yet,
you can trust Daddy.
here's one sitting in the pilot seat of a ship that if I wanted to, I could FTL us into the middle of a star.
Yes, you could.
I'm gonna
I
sit
sure
down
hope
on
you aren't
like
going to.
I'm
gonna
not
sit
going
down-
to. I'm just pointing out that you don't trust Krogan, yet here I am.
I'm gonna sit down on
Me
like
too.
one of the flat areas of a console and cross my legs and get just like this. How do you feel about Drell? Be honest.
Where?
Doesn't trust them.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Vera, make me a history check real quick.
What about Asari?
Oh, that is probably not good. History. Yeah, that's not good. 9.
You just keep thinking about his butt.
Yep, drill. I was gonna say drill butt.
21 insight.
She's thinking about his butt. Okay.
Yeah, she's certainly
you
thinking
you
about
can tell
something.
that she's distracted.
She's not looking you in the eyes.
Hey, eyes up here.
Dad ass.
We need a stupid, sexy Flanders, but we need to like edit it.
Yeah. So during that conversation, I guess Athalia and I are walking, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are sneaking away.
All right. I'm gonna turn to her and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name before guns and everything were happening. So,
Yes,
Alright.
I'm Athalia.
Athalia, beautiful name.
Thank you. Sorry about her reaction. She takes a while to warm up to people. She treated us not exactly the same way, but fairly similarly for a while.
It's all right. It happens. I've worked with a lot of different types. I'm sure she'll warm up. But thanks for, not bringing the gun along and everything. I appreciate that. Less tense.
It makes it a little less tense, and you've not shown us any reason why we need the gun. It's not like you're Blue Suns, and it's not like you're being hostile, so.
Yeah, fighting's not really. I mean, I can fight, but mostly I let my drones do that. My favorite, Artemis, she's the fighter. So I let her kind of do most of the pew pew. You know what I mean? I'm more like the engineer medic type. So.
You're really gonna like where we're going. We're gonna go meet Jamar. He also has a drone.
Oh, that's great. I love looking at drones. They're so they're so unique. I always like going in the scrapyard, finding new parts for them and stuff, adding new things, and then drawing a face. Does he draw faces on his?
I don't think so, but I enjoy a scrapyard too. That sounds nice. But I'm more looking for. I don't use them much, but I love weapons. It's an
Oh.
obsession of mine.
Hey, we all have our things, right?
Oh yeah. And the nice thing is Jamar crafts some pretty nice weapons. So
Oh, does he?
yeah.
That's cool.
So are we almost where we left Jamar?
Yeah, you guys are getting close to him, yeah. So you guys will walk up to him as you're having this conversation. Because you guys snuck away far enough out of earshot before you started talking.
Jamar, this is. God damn it.
Oh, Melanie.
Melanie. I almost had it. Sorry. I'm bad with names.
I'll hold my hand out and be like, "Hi, Melanie Morgan. Nice to meet you."
Pleasure, Jamar.
Yeah, So I was told you have drones too. So do I. And I heard that you like to make weapons. Not so much my thing, but I can respect it. That's cool. So like-minded. That's nice.
I mean, that's why I was on Omega initially. Yeah.
Okay.
Ignore any rumors you might have heard.
Rumors. Wait, are you that? Oh. Right. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. I can see why you guys were trying to make a quick exit. Okay, well, yeah, you do some good work, I hear.
We have an entire... And I gesture wildly towards the stack of crates and equipment.
Which Athelia's probably propped up on one now, just sitting on it.
Don't lean on that. We have to get those out of here somewhere not in the middle of a hallway.
Is this an explodey one?
Don't hit it too hard. It might be. I don't know where I put those. I should really mark things.
Really should.
Maybe you and I could create a system. Yeah, I take out my paintbrush. I could handle the marking. Just tell me what to mark it as.
Let's move them first. If they're going to blow up, I'd rather it not be here.
Well, why don't we start getting this stuff set up?
I'd rather not blow up at all, but yeah, you're cool.
I mean, that's always the intent. You were stowed on this ship.
Oh no, I was working on the engines and I was about halfway through the second code to get everything going when all of a sudden everything started working. You see, apparently we have kind of the same idea and I was starting to nick this ship first, but you guys kind of finished the job a bit faster. So.
Well, I mean, it took longer than it should have for us to get the information we needed. Anyways, is there a proper place that is not near possibly the engine that we could put all of this?
Oh yeah, I know the perfect place. DM, you didn't send me the ship's information.
Because I lost it, okay?
Oh.
Well, I know this, but where would I
You do know that there is a storage place where you guys are right now that's near the engine room. That is not ideal with potential explosives. So you know that there are a few empty rooms that are a little bit more towards the middle and front of the ship, because it's a fairly decently sized ship. So there's some kind of vacant rooms that are either old bedrooms, or it looks like maybe they are partially storage that you guys could put them in as well, that are not near the engine.
Alright, so I'll relay that information.
Old storage sounds like a good idea. They're usually better reinforced.
Yeah, I think they're empty right now too, because the ship, they had just recently unloaded everything. I think that's why the security was so lax. So should be pretty clear. Although I'm not 100% sure about that. Didn't get a chance to do a walkthrough.
Are you implying there might be somebody here still?
I hope not. I didn't see any of the life signs, but other than the two guards that you guys already took out. But
speaking of which, we should probably space their bodies before they start to smell.
Probably a good idea.
Had.
Go away.
Didn't we?
I thought we went straight into searching for other people before we dealt with that.
We did. Tap on the my Omni tool. Drusker, would you take a moment and maybe get rid of those two bodies that are laying in the airlock?
As I receive this message, I'm still looking at Vera just doing this.
She's just looking down at the ground.
Vera, it seems your navigational skills are needed here. I'll go take care of that.
Yeah, you do that.
And as he walks off, I kind of look at Vera. The hell was that?
What?
Like, he started talking to you, and you started averting your eyes.
Did I? I didn't notice.
Yeah, you got really super shy for a moment. That was weird.
I think you're imagining things.
No, that
You see
was
some color on her.
that was pretty awkward.
And Vera now suddenly sounds like Athelia when she won't admit to why she knew of the secret room at Arlios.
So, about plotting that course to our next destination.
Oh, it's already plotted in. I was just waiting to see what that was going to lead into.
Brockus, what did you type in to the computer? Where do you guys want to head?
I laid in the coordinates for
Skepsis.
Yeah,
Skepsis?
Skepsis.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking Skeksis, I think, the whole
So
I
time.
mean, I
Every
kind of
single
want
time.
to.
It's
No,
probably in my
I-
head now. It's just over.
I kind of I go over the loudspeaker. I'm like, we're going FTL. Hold on to your butts.
No, this
Begins.
can't be good.
Begin to spool up the drive.
Okay.
To the actual butts.
Fine.
So, Melanie, if you ever have trouble with Vera, just remember to ask her how she feels about Dreskar's gun. She'll take care of whatever you need. Just don't overthink of it. Don't overthink of it.
All right. Thank you.
But it should clear up a little, at least make her hesitate a little more.
Hey, but I appreciate it. All right. Dreskar's gun.
Yep.
All right. Noted. Does he have a very interesting gun?
I've heard it is.
Why are you smiling like that?
I'll tell you later. She kind of looks over at Jamar.
Oh my god.
All right. All right.
Do you have that video of Vera in the bottle and the Solarian?
Indeed. I thought I sent it to everyone.
Oh, did you? I must not have checked my message somewhere. Go through and show that to
And you
Melanie.
see a message from Jamar with a
Either
file
way,
attached to it.
We should get this stuff moved sooner rather than later. We can have the drones sweep ahead to make sure there's no one else here.
I can grab the gravity cart thing that we had Mercy on.
I'll go on my Omni tool and kind of call forth my recon drone that's back in the engine room.
Okay.
And so he's gonna fly on over, and so he comes over to us, and I'll be like, and you see that he's got like a really, I meant to print this out, but I didn't get a chance.
Oh, you should have.
I know my printer wasn't working, but they have these. I'll post it in our Discord later, and I'll have pictures for the audience next time. But he has these really big eyes, like chibi anime style eyes painted on him with like a silly dopey type face, and he's all colorful, and so he's gonna fly on up. I'm like, oh good, this is Hermes. Hermes will take care of a little bit of recon for us. Hermes, go check it out, look around, see if there's anyone around. Yeah. Hermes does like a cute little like drone bob and then flies off.
Wheatley,
I gotta
go
find that.
provide fire support.
I gotta find that too, because I kind of want to post it too and be just like, look at these faces.
It's super cute.
So,
It's
so
super cute. Cross faces
the-
all over drones.
Yeah.
the guard bodies will be spaced before we hit FTL, and I'll message Jamar to see where they're at, because I want to start sweeping the rest of the ship and taking stock of what goods may or may not be on board.
Well, you can all see if you look outside, especially after Brock has kind of made that announcement, you guys can see that you are now approaching quicker to the mass relay, and you guys probably have maybe a minute before you hit it.
Jamar, do we have enough time to get to all these rooms? Or should we just stow these in the closest room we can find?
I mean, the entire ship shouldn't shake itself apart the moment we hit FTL, right?
I hope.
Actually, both
DPK.
This is how I planned you all to die. Jamar and Melanie, go ahead and roll. Oh God, it's I think it's electronics.
Yeah.
All right.
Or engineering.
All right.
Engineering.
Okay.
Okay, Percy dice.
Like-
Sweet. Okay.
Percy seems apt to use at this time.
Yeah, right.
15.
15? Oh, what'd you get, Melanie?
24.
24. Okay. Jamar, you have a decent sense of the ship, but you're not too familiar with it, unlike Melanie, who has actually worked on it. The ship is, in a sense, kind of a piece of crap. It's not really like this high-end ship. However, you do know that it is sturdy enough that it's not going to shake or fall apart if it goes through a mass relay. So you have that comfort of mind knowing that if you guys try to move the equipment, it's not going to jostle it around, so you guys will be fine. But yeah, again, the ship's not like in the best shape, but it's not going to do any harm to the equipment.
Yeah. Not too
Dresko, when you're done with the bodies, by the way, you can join the drones on a sweep of the ship.
All right.
How long of a trip is this jump gonna be?
Because it's pretty close, it's not going to be too long. It's probably going to take you maybe a good, 5 minutes before you not fall out of it, but when you come out of it, into the see, now I want to say skepsies.
now in your head.
Bird people place. That's what I'm calling it now.
Fair.
So it's a short trip. It's not
Okay,
gonna be that long.
so it's not really a jump; it's a hop.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the Citadel where it's going to take you maybe an hour, but because it's much further away, of course. But yeah, this is just kind of next one over.
I'm going to relay that to everyone. Just a heads up, this is it's going to be a hop. Maybe an FTL for 5 minutes, then we'll be there.
All right, just don't get us killed while you're at it.
I mean,
Do you want us to roll a perception check for our drones?
For you guys are seeking out for any other bodies on the.
Well, they're looking for if there's any stowaways or anything else unexpected besides me on the ship.
Okay, now do any of these drones have arms or anything? Are they basically just kind of popping in, scanning, and then popping out?
I think it's just scanning.
Just scanning. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be sweeping too.
Out, so it does stealth and perception, and it has some things else.
Okay. I didn't know how advanced they were. I don't assume.
Yeah, and I'll be sweeping too, and I'll also be trying to take mental note of any cargo holds or anything that looks like it might be immediately useful to take stock of and stuff like that as I sweep.
Okay. So first let's do the drones. So go ahead and Jamar and Melanie go ahead and make a I almost said deception. Wow. Perception checks.
Oh, my drone is distracted.
Oh, it's like, ooh, other drone.
Yeah.
Drone friend.
Excited to see a new drone. Yeah, you hate to see it. It's
like Eva.
That's a 7. That's a nasty
Oh, okay, yeah. It's too excited from all the enthusiasm going on with the new people on board.
Wheatley's a little more on the ball with a 16.
Okay, yeah. Wheatley is able to do a more thorough scan of each room. Unfortunately, since you guys were supposed to tag team it and one kind of dropped the ball a little bit, you weren't able to scan every single room before you guys attempt to make a jump. But there seems to be no life scans or anything that are blipping on it.
You're still able to move around the ship and stuff while you're in jump, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But it doesn't matter. He still only gets about part way through because they were supposed to tag team it and the other one kind of dropped the ball. So,
yep.
So far from what Wheatley is able to find is there seem to be no scans of no life forms that are in those rooms.
No signs of intelligent life.
Well, intelligent life.
Yeah.
Little did you know, they missed the bolus.
There's the
So,
whole
yeah.
pack of Vorcha that it did scan, but it goes no intelligent life.
Right. Yeah. Like, we're good. We're good.
So
Works out
Wheatley
harmless.
reports back to you, kind of on your Omni tool, showing you that there's no, the scans are clean. While Melanie, you're just kind of waiting for your drone, and you're getting kind of like emoticons on it. You're not really getting any scans.
Hermes. All right, we're gonna have to clean you up again. Come on back. He's acting up.
And at this point, you guys, the ship kind of jolts just ever so slightly as you guys now know that you hit the mass relay and it starts shooting off and gravity and everything readjusts. And you guys are fine.
So at this
Yes.
point, I'll start doing my sweep.
Okay, go ahead and make your investigation check.
That's going to be 24.
24. And what were you looking for specifically again?
I'm going room to room, trying to take stock of any, like, just quick, like, this room has a bunch of crates, and if so, take a peek inside. Are they weapons? Are they food? Are they, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Just real quickly trying to figure out where there's any goods or barterable materials or anything like that.
Okay. So the rooms are pretty minimal. It looks like that when the Blue Suns kind of went off to either land on a planet and raid or whatever it is they wanted to do, they kind of brought the minimum with them. So some of them have some extra armor, Blue Suns armor on them. You do see some storage that has extra like pillows and blankets and stuff for the barracks and everything that they have in there. Seems pretty clean as far as like there's no weapons or anything special on board. You do find that the pantry is decently stocked, at least for a short trip. It won't last you guys an entire trip somewhere else. So you guys are fine for right now. You do see some spare parts here and there. Some of them look like they're either part of the ship. Some of them may be old parts from the engine. You're not entirely sure, but it's just kind of some spare parts. You do find in one of the rooms a crate that seems fairly new, and you recognize Jamar's stamp on the crate.
Open.
It's encrypted.
Hey, you might know someone who has the code for that.
I probably do, but I'm going to try to hack it myself.
Okay. Go ahead and just do a straight hacking roll.
Guidance.
I forgot you can do that.
Now the real question is,
Oh,
did
you're
you
like,
want
guidance!
to get to that?
What are you wanting me to roll?
Hacking.
Dex? Oh,
That's
that's
intelligence.
right. Hacking is intelligence. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You've hacked before, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I have.
I was going to say, Zoro, the real question is, do you want me to make the opposed roll to that?
Do you want to what?
You want me to make the opposed roll to that?
Actually, yeah. Let's make it fun. I was going to give it a somewhat high DC anyway because it's your work, but yeah.
So,
I mean, I might have been in a hurry. Do you want that off electronics or hacking?
For you, it would be electronics.
hold on. I'm doing the math.
Can't tell if that's confidence that Jamar has right now or, oh shit, I didn't roll that high.
I'm taking his confidence.
I am too.
31.
How much?
31. 18 plus 6 from guidance.
Yeah. Okay, you had to beat a 24
Plus.
anyways.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot guidance is a D6.
It's a
18 plus
it's a D.
6.
Yeah.
Is it a 6 or an 8?
I think it. Hold on, I might have to re-roll this if I
No, it's a
remembered
6.
it correctly.
It is a 6 because I remember it wasn't a 4 like normal guidance
It
is.
was just up one die.
It's
No,
if you-
I have the advanced
Oh.
option,
Oh.
and actually, I should have rolled a d10 for that, but whatever.
I
rolled
mean,
a
you
D8.
beat Jamar, so yeah, you are able to successfully hack that code because you've been around Jamar long enough to be like, I think I figured him out, and you're able to crack the code.
So what's in it?
Inside, it's surprise, surprise. It's more weapons of his
Wait.
make. But you already knew
Anything of particular interest catching my eye?
that. It looks fairly similar to all the stuff that you guys have found before. It's just nicer quality, as well as there are a few of the what are they called? The cryo rounds clips that are in there. Cryo clips. That's what I was trying to say.
Cryo clips. Love cryo clips. Let's see here.
There's about
I think
5
I already-
clips in there.
I think I already have a cryo clip for. I know I've got the cryo mod for my sniper rifle. I'm pretty sure I've already got a cryo
But the
clip for my
mod is
pistol.
different from the clip. The mod
I
stays
know,
on,
I
the
know.
clip is limited.
So I'm gonna take one of the cryo clips, and I'm gonna pick Jamar with the Omni tool, give him the location of the crate, say I found some of your goods.
Really? Another box of them? Huh. Was there anything interesting in it?
Omni gel.
I helped myself to one of the cryo clips. There's more.
Seems reasonable. Alright, yeah, we should probably mark where that is for us, because we're gonna want to bring that back down here, probably.
Let's send them a map location.
Okay. And because of the scans that the drones did before, you're actually getting a more accurate map of each of the rooms than what was normally available to you. So everything is a lot more accurate. And Jamar, you're able to get a much more accurate location of where he's coming from.
Okay.
Also, I think we determined you all have GPS on your Omni tools, so.
I mean, at this point in the timeline,
Within a certain range, of course, but you're on a ship. Y'all know where each other are.
Oh, I'll also, Jamar,
Huh.
get Melanie our frequencies.
right. That would be an idea, wouldn't it? So we're not putting her out in airlock? Just to be clear?
Wait, what is it about an airlock again? I thought we were-
Unless she deserves it.
I mean, was there a? I heard Vera screaming something about an airlock.
Ignore Vera. She's just being Vera.
Fair enough. Okay.
Overruled.
Oh yeah, it's just Vera.
You'll have to excuse her. She's angry.
I could tell. Yeah, that came across just a bit.
Vera,
She's just-
where are you?
So I'm probably still up in the cockpit with Broncos, but I will be trying to look up some sort of blueprint of the ship. I assume the ship would have a floor plan of its own floors.
Yes.
Looking to see if it has a map room or a navigation room. If it does, that's where I'm going. If it doesn't, I'm just finding a seat here in the cockpit to go over the ship's records.
It does have a small map room. However, if you want to obtain the map, it's not really hacking. You just need to do like an electronics roll just to see how much of it you gather from the console itself. And then you would be able to locate where the map room is for the star
Electronics,
system
you say.
itself.
I don't think I've ever rolled electronics as Vera. That's why. 6.
Oh, you're able to grab the basic map, and I'm talking about super basic where you see the inside and maybe you see like the separated lines of what would be determined as rooms. That's it.
As all the alarms on the ship go off.
I know.
What kind of useless map?
You have been on ships long enough to know, though. See, speaking of alarms, I heard that. You do know that usually the map room is either in an area that's close to the cockpit, or it's in its own little private room kind of near the center of ships.
I will identify on the shitty map that I have the most likely places that it'll be, and then I'll just go over there.
Okay, you are able to look at the map and you see kind of an oval looking room that's close to the center.
Okay, that's where I'm headed. If the room has doors that I can shut behind me once I'm there, I will shut those doors.
It does. You've got like the doors that just go, just slide. It's just nothing too fancy, but you are able to close it as you exit with whatever pride you have left. And you make your way towards that room, and it is actually the map room.
Okay. I'm going to just spend some time in here, studying what I can of where this ship has been, where it may have been headed, but otherwise just kind of going to my happy place.
Okay, if you want to do kind of an extensive search of the map, go ahead and make an electronics, just to know kind of the ship's history.
A little bit better. That's a 16 instead of a 6.
16? Okay, you notice that this ship usually makes most of its trips to Sarabaric.
Okay. Note of that.
No details otherwise, just kind of the logs are, they just mostly go there. Any other place you want to know more about, kind of like the area that you guys are heading to now, you probably have to do some more checks just to do like a more thorough research, but as far as where the ship's been, the logs are very simple.
Okay. I'm gonna spend the next few minutes then plotting various escape routes through the system that we're headed to, just in case we need them.
Okay, so you just go ahead and you'll spend some time doing that. While you are doing that, and Melanie and Jamar are trying to get that equipment going, and Drescar's just looting everything, we're gonna go ahead and take our first break. And by the time we come back, you guys will be you'll have shot out of the relay and be at your destination, or at least part of your destination. You're still floating in space. You haven't landed anywhere yet, but we'll get to that when we come back. So let's go ahead and take our first break. Thank you guys for hanging out with us so far. I'm glad no one got shot out of the airlock yet. Keyword.
Yet. All it takes is the majority vote. None of us are safe.
So far, it's Vera versus the crew right now, so I'm just saying.
It wasn't supposed to be this way, man.
And on this week's episode, see who will be voted off the ship.
Yeah, right. All right, hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Forever in your heart.
And then you have
And
Evie.
we are back. Oh no! There we go.
You're not back.
Cameras are fine. It's cool. Stupid Zoom.
Your camera isn't. We can't see you.
It's because I am covered. That's why.
Just like we can't see you, Shadow Fox.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, he usually does.
Yeah.
But
Your treat, girl.
wait for oh.
Oh, that was something
Jeebus,
else
that
there.
was special. Yeah. So while we're waiting for Jamar and Brockus to come back, we're actually going to go to Vera real quick, since you were studying the map and you were studying the system that you are now being shot out of. What did you want to know about which ones have fuel in particular, or if you're just looking at which planets would be the best to land on? What are you looking for specifically?
I guess priority one is getting some fuel, so I'll try and locate the nearest fuel depot, or a port on a planet that can fill up the tank.
Okay.
And we never did check to see if this ship was still marked as a Blue Sun ship, did we?
You did not. You kind of ran in a panic.
I did
Actually-
mention it, but only to Brackus, who probably doesn't care.
You do know someone
I
who
was in
mentioned
the
they worked on
cockpit
the
during
ship.
that. I was in the
True,
cockpit
you
during
were.
that conversation. Given my eidetic memory, when I ran up and saw the ship while we were first approaching it from the dock, did I see Blue Sun's markings?
You did.
Yeah, so you guys would know that those.
That's
So
what I
with-
was thinking about.
So with that information, what do you want to do, Vera?
I will look for. I'm gonna try and study some of the traffic in this system.
Okay.
See if I can locate any ships that might be just as questionable as ours.
Okay, that would require more of a scan. And the ship, unfortunately, does not have that kind of capability. It can only
Fair
scan
enough.
for minerals and materials, not so much anything else.
Okay, so instead of just looking for the closest fuel depot, can I look for a fuel depot that doesn't have much traffic right now?
Sure. Go ahead and give me a, actually... No, we'll keep this navigation. Go ahead and roll navigation.
That is a 16.
16, okay. So you are aware of roughly 3 planets, maybe, in this area that might be somewhat okay. You do know that, let me pull this up. So some of the planets, there is one called Crick that you know has, it does have fuel on it. You'll just have to kind of search for it. It doesn't have an actual station. However, no one really goes on here other than miners because it's more of a geyser planet. And you would need at least breathing masks to get on this planet for that one.
Okay.
The next one would be Watson. That one does, it is mostly water, but it's definitely a lot more populated. So with that role, you're able to know that there would be a fuel station. There would actually be a port, as well as maybe a few colonies and towns that you could go to. And then the final one would be Franklin. Kind of the same thing. It's mostly desolate. It does have a lot of, there's no signs of water or life on this planet. However, it is breathable, so you guys could land on it, but it's more of a wasteland than anything else. But there is a fuel port on there, but you don't know if it's just a teeny tiny thing or if it's more heavily populated. You're not quite sure.
Okay. I'm going to plot a course to Franklin, and
Okay.
then send that course data up to the cockpit.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Vera. The hell's a Franklin?
It's a planet.
Got
It
fuel?
has fuel. Hopefully not too many people. We should be okay.
Why are you so worried about people right now?
Because we're in a Blue Sun's ship, Brockus.
Okay.
I don't feel like getting shot again.
Are they
Sure.
on a private channel or are they on the?
They're
main-
doing it through their Omni tools, just one-on-one.
Okay. Then I can't help.
Nope.
I'm gonna. It's like I end the conversation with Vera and then go over the main comms. All right, looks like we're landing at a planet called Franklin. I have no idea who names these things. Their name is Franklin.
Melanie, roll an intelligence check.
All right. I'm gonna use my Scanlan die. All right. Okay. Good roll. Just straight intelligence.
Yes.
Okay. 23.
23? Okay. I'm gonna whisper something to you.
I get whispers. What? Try to look at my
That's never a good thing. Oh yeah, with names like Watson and Franklin, you totally know these are human planets.
Mm-hmm.
Gun twitching more likely.
Safety off, gun switch to full auto. So anyway, I started blasting.
Everywhere.
Maybe it has to do with her actual background. Did you guys think about that?
Yeah, well, she's still a human. She has a human background.
That's so humanist.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You
And
humans
Melanie,
and your human
you would know
background.
this specifically because of your background.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go on the comms. All right. So I think we're gonna want to make us not look like a Blue Sun's ship. I actually know the right communication codes to use for this particular instance. I'm familiar with Franklin, so I'll be able to make us look like we're supposed to be there. No problem. But
Fine by
there,
me.
there is a bit of a hitch. But I'll talk to you guys about that later.
What about those giant Blue Sun markings on the outside of the ship?
I'll go back on the comm. Oh, I can actually take care of that too. I've got, I bet mind is blanking.
Spacesuit.
Sure. I was trying to think of a cooler name for spacesuit, but no, like I legitimately have a spacesuit in my background. So I got a spacesuit. I can pop out, take my paints, take care of it, make us look
So
like
what-
a merchant
please-
vessel, something that they would recognize in Franklin just fine.
Please put
What-
giant googly eyes on the ship.
Captain Tooth.
Yes.
That
What
requires
year-
us to dock for a while because I want to take my time with that.
What you're telling me is you are going out there, Locke.
Yeah, but with the suit and hopefully going back in.
This one's by her own choice.
So am I hearing this, or is this again Omni Tool talk?
I'm doing it on the for everybody.
On the intercom.
All right. Well,
It's just funny because they're all doing this, like it is
Oh, I
radio,
thought-
but it's intercom.
I thought I had the frequency now, so I thought we were talking.
I mean,
about
that's true. Yeah.
then I'll
Good channel.
I'll power the ship's engines down, so she's able to get out there without us just like airlocking her and flying away.
Just being drugged.
New form of keel hold.
Yes.
You do know, Brockus, if she goes out to paint, you'll have to stop the ship for a little bit.
Yeah,
Otherwise
that-
you're
that's
just
why
dragging her.
That's why I said I was slowing the I was
Okay.
like killing the engines.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
basically
not
doing a space version of
that.
keel hauling, and you're
Yeah.
just
Keel
Yeah.
hauling or space skiing. I mean, your
Yeah.
choice.
and in space you won't hear her scream. So
There we go.
Not happening. DM, I'm proficient with SSC systems, which is like the communication systems, telemetry and stuff. So,
Mhm.
do you want me to roll something for that, or I think I'm proficient in it, so I can. What I'm going to try to do is make it look like when our ship is scanned, it looks like we're supposed to be there, and it matches what they're expecting for
Okay.
like a merchant vessel that's visiting the planet.
okay,
Something normal.
Seeing how she announced that over the comms, I'm more offer my assistance as I am too proficient in that.
oh snap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna offer her assistance.
And while they're doing that, Brockus is gonna go to the galley and start making food.
Okay.
Per the whisper, the other part of the thing that you sent me that
Mhm.
referred to my background, I would know how to get in the clear for that as well. So I'm gonna make
Yes.
sure that it passes that particular test as well.
Yes. So what you know what to do is that when you get closer to the planet,
Mhm.
you will need then to go and add those codes. So when you get closer, they're able to see that. And then if you need to make any communications with them further, you'll be close enough range to where you can do that. But you know to wait until you get closer to the planet before you want to attempt that, and you'll have to do that in the cockpit.
Okay. Before I go on my spacewalk, I'm gonna go talk to Brackus. So
Okay.
I'm gonna head up to the. Well, first I'm gonna see like, is it okay if I go talk to Brackus? Can I leave, or am I being watched still? Is that still a thing? I'll turn to Athelia.
You haven't shown us any kind of. You're fine. Just go.
All right. So I head up to Brackus. Is he alone? Is someone in the room with him in the cockpit?
Did you tell Mercy to stay behind?
Oh yeah, no, Mercy's like if nobody's manning the radar, that's where Mercy sits.
Okay. Okay, so you would actually pass the kitchen area before you reach the cockpit, so you would be able to see Brockus there.
Okay, and so it's just him and Mercy?
Mercy is where you are right now. Mercy's nowhere to be seen.
Okay. I'm gonna go in. And does the cockpit door like slide closed at all?
The
Or
door
do I-
slides up and down.
Okay, so I just go in, closes. I look around. I don't see Vera, right?
Make a perception check.
She's just sitting in the corner with a gun.
That's the one. She could be right in front of me, and I don't think I see her.
Nope. You just kind of be like, you just quickly go in and go, and then sit down.
All right. Brackus was your name, right?
Yep.
So about Franklin, where we're going, I think it's important that you know and you make the decision on who to tell. But I've got some information. I'm actually quite familiar with the place. So I noticed your friend Vera doesn't like humans all that much, right?
I'm not really sure she likes anyone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Maybe it's just an equal thing. Then it's not so much just one particular thing. I thought it was just more directed at me. That's Cherry. Well, you see, there's some human colonies on Franklin, and there's also you're gonna see Alliance. You're gonna see a bit of Alliance as well. So I know the codes. I'm very familiar with Alliance, and so I can get us through no problem. We won't have any problems at all. I'll take care of the signage outside in just a minute. Take a little walk. But I'm more concerned about your friend Vera and how she's going to react to all the humans about. Because if she comes out gun-toting like she did me, that's going to end real badly for her, real fast.
Yeah, I mean,
Brockus, make a history check.
am I a student of history? Probably not.
I mean, you're a Krogan. I don't want to assume.
19.
19? Oh, okay. Even though it's fairly new to you in the galaxy right now, because being who you are, traveling around a lot, You caught word that the Alliance is basically the human military.
Oh, oh no.
Is that gonna be
Actually,
a
I want to see that.
All right. Well, you seem to be like kind of a bit of a leader in the group, so I wanted it to be your call. I'm kind of new, but I wanted at least one of you to have the information. Do with it what you will.
Thanks for that. I'm gonna let her know because the last thing we need is her going out guns blazing. I mean, she doesn't have a carrier out with her now, so she can't fire first. But
So we can't stand a fight with these people. So it's better we keep things all copacetic.
If a fight breaks out, I'm just gonna stand back and eat popcorn. I think that's what humans call it, popcorn, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully the fight doesn't stop while ship to ship or anything like that. That would be real bad. Yeah, on land we could maybe get out of it.
Wait, I meant to ask, does this ship even have weapons?
It does have a couple guns on it, yes.
It does have a couple guns on it, yeah.
All right. But seeing as how we're scarce on fuel and everything, there's barely any maneuverability. Yeah, let's not get in a ship-to-ship fight.
Yeah, I won't give it very much motion. Normally, if we were fully filled up, I know a few tricks to get it going fast, real quick, like a quick burn. But right now, not so much. But with the codes I got, and I mean, I know Alliance, I can talk to them, won't be a problem. But I'll need to be in the cockpit once we start going planet side, okay?
Fine by me.
All right.
While you're out there doing the paint job, I'm gonna start making food for everyone. You want anything?
Yeah, please. Anything, really. I'm like a big dumpster. So, whatever's
Same.
good. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go for a walk. Please let me back in, yeah?
Oh. As far as I'm concerned, you've got the engines running. You're welcome on here as much as anyone else.
Much appreciated. All right. See you in a bit. And she's gonna go grab her suit, put it on, and head out.
Okay.
With her paints.
And as you're moonwalking, so to speak, spacewalking outside, you see Mercy through one of the windows just kind of waving, but she looks kind of like happy and sad at the same time. She's like,
And
Dad,
she
can I
sees,
go out there?
She sees like
No.
this painted like spacesuit, like it's multicolored, almost like camo, but like all different colors. Like it's not your average spacesuit.
So it's
painting.
camo, but not camo.
Yeah, yeah, and it's got, like funky little eyebrows on like the helmet screen, and like big lips painted on it, and like a big smile. It's really weird, but it's cute.
Less camo, more Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dad, I want to go out there and paint.
You don't have a suit and it's dangerous.
What if I got a suit?
You would have to be trained on it first. Look, I don't want you drifting off into space.
Well, she's out there.
She's
She's my adult supervision.
She's not my daughter.
Well,
I can't tell her yes or no.
but adults.
Look, how about this? You help me with the mac and cheese and the chocolate milk and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Fine. Only because you said chocolate milk. She'll.
Rocket is making sure we get our carbs.
You just. It's.
Look, I
If
know
it's
everyone
not
likes
hot
mac and
sauce,
cheese.
it's mac and cheese. That's all y'all get.
Look, his experience with human cuisine is from an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a lot of like mac and cheese and like chicken nuggets and stuff like that.
Hot dogs.
It's not really you know top quality, food here.
Nope.
Peanut
So you go ahead and Mercy will go with you as you prepare food. Are you just painting over the symbol, or are you kind of modifying it?
I'm trying to modify the symbol to look to resemble a fake kind of merchant guild that I created and I added codes for into the system so that when they scan it, it looks like we're like a new kind of merchant guild.
Okay.
And I've created like a fake paper trail to show that we've had business in other places so it doesn't look too suspicious, is what
Okay.
I'd like. If you want me to do any rolls for that, let me know.
Oh, trust me, I will. for now, go ahead and do a performance roll.
Okay. What does the blue sun symbol look like, by the way?
It is basically an oval that's kind of thick on the top, and then there's a circle at the very top of it.
I remember. Okay. Trying to figure out what I should modify it into. Okay, so I'm going to make it look like a big giant. It looks kind of like an eye to me.
Okay. I
So
posted
I'm
a picture in chat if you want to see in
Okay.
the Twitch chat.
I googled it in the Twitch. You can
Oh,
add
that too.
Okay, let me take a look. Yeah. Okay. So
Using Ep's logo. Oh god.
I'm gonna take off the blue sun so it doesn't say blue suns at all.
Okay.
And that symbol is going to turn into 2 of those. And then the writing is going to turn into like a big happy face with 2 little fangs on it.
So it looks like eyeballs?
Yeah, it's very similar to her symbol for Artemis, for her drone Artemis.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a performance.
Okay. All right. 18.
18? You do a pretty good job. You go ahead and you kind of mimic the other eye first, or the other blue sun symbol, and then you modify them to make them look like bigger eyes as you start to add the smiley face and everything on top of it, and it actually doesn't look like a blue sun ship anymore. And they do have them on each side, so you just have to do
Okay.
on both
So
sides.
over to the other side. Do you want me to do another performance check for the other
No,
side?
you don't have to. But it does take you some time to do all this because it's space and you don't really move the quickest, so
Okay.
it
so
does
now
take you some
like
time.
An hour, 2 hours.
Roughly an hour, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's such a simple design and you're only doing it twice, it doesn't take you too terribly long despite being slowed in space. So it kills about roughly an hour.
Okay.
I think within that hour, as like I'm preparing the food, I'm gonna kind of ping Vera. We need to talk. Kitchen or galley, whatever it's called.
Give me a minute, I'm on my way. Head to the galley.
Okay, which is actually not that far from where you are.
What's the problem?
So, how much do you know about the Alliance?
The Lions.
Yeah, the human military.
Vera, you don't even need to roll, considering what you know.
Oh, I have first-hand experience with the Alliance.
Despite Turian and human relations, considering your history and you being there when it all happened, you know exactly who the Alliance is.
You're not about to tell me that our human passenger is Alliance, are you?
Oh, no. She's on the up and up. She's the one who gave me this information. She's not part of the Alliance, but the Alliance is on foot. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And ask you not to start blasting the moment we come off the ship.
I can start plotting a new course right away.
Look, we don't have the fuel to plot a new course. We're set for Franklin.
If the Alliance is down there, we can't go there.
Why?
You said it yourself, it's the human military.
And I've got nothing wrong with humans or their military.
Okay, so the thing with the human military is that they like to touch things that don't belong to them, and they like to take things that don't belong to them, and they like to shoot people that try and stop them.
Sounds a lot like Krogan.
Yeah, hence why I don't trust Krogan either.
Look, she said she has credentials to get us on the planet safely. I've got my bounty hunter credentials. We should be fine.
And what if we land and there's Alliance at this port and they want to inspect the ship inside and out?
We let them. Well, I don't see why we wouldn't. We're not really hiding it.
We don't have to be hiding anything from the Alliance. They take what they want. They're criminals.
Pretty sure they're just the military.
You weren't there, so I don't expect you to understand.
Where?
When the humans used the mass relay for the first time. You weren't there, so I don't expect you to understand. You weren't there on Shang-Chi when we had to fight them on the ground.
Are you telling me that you were a part of that group that shot at the humans for using the mass relay?
I, like most, if not all Turians in the military, was involved in that war.
You know that was your fault.
Oh, no, it wasn't. They're the ones that used the relay. They're the ones that sent probes into our space armed with nuclear warheads. They're the ones that landed on our planets.
You ever think they were exploring? I
With
mean,
nuclear warheads?
I don't see the problem with that. That's just
Oh, of
self-defense.
course you wouldn't.
I mean, are you going to fight something that has nuclear warheads on probes?
We did, and we won.
True, coin flip. You get respect for that. But all I'm saying is, giving you a heads up as a friend that there are Alliance down there, and you don't need to shoot them. As soon as we get fueled up, get off this planet, go to the Citadel, and you can join CSEC or whatever you need to do.
I appreciate the warning. And for all of our sake, I will try not to shoot any of them. I will just try to stay out of their way, not encounter any of them at all. But if they push me, I'm going to push back.
If they push you, feel free to push back. I'm all for standing your ground. Just if you're going to push back, make sure you win.
I'm a Turian. We always win.
I'm not even going to push that.
You cocky son of a
Oh,
bitch.
come on. You know you want to.
Maybe sometime when we're not on a ship.
We'll make some time when we get to the Citadel.
Should be fun. Maybe we can arrange something at one of the bars that people make some bets on it.
Not a bad idea, actually. Hey, speaking of that, do you think I should apologize to Jamar for hitting him?
When did you hit him?
Right after I hit you.
Oh no, that was the plan.
Yeah, he looked like he wasn't expecting it, though.
Well, I mean, I told you to hit me. I didn't say anything about him, but he kind of got carried away in the moment.
I'm sure it's fine. I'll be in the map room.
All right, food should be done soon.
Is it safe
Yes.
for Dextro? Okay.
Remember, I've had Turian kids. I know to make sure that
I have to ask.
you can eat it.
And Brockus, you've noticed what little provisions are actually on the ship. Because Turians do take up a good chunk of the Blue Suns, there's some food for Turians on there.
Yeah. I kind of expected like 90% of the pantry to be like Dextro's food.
It's basically like Batarians, some Vorcha, and it's like Turians, Batarians, and Vorcha, basically, yeah. I mean, you got the humans too, but it's mostly those three.
And it's just like the humans and Krogan are just dumpsters. They'll eat whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And at this time, once you get close to the food being ready, Melanie is done, and she goes inside. Melanie, no one keeps you locked out. You actually notice that the door is open for you to come back inside.
Oh, what a relief! Like,
And you're able to go inside, and you see Brock is making some food.
oh, thank God, I'm starving. What we got?
Mac and cheese.
Oh, right. That's my favorite. Sounds good. You got little sausages. Put it in.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. Sweet.
I don't care how old you are, that stuff is the bomb diggity.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Don't care. You be 80, that shit's still good.
Yeah, Melanie pops down in a seat, waits eagerly for the food.
And at this point, of course, Jamar, you were able to successfully put everything within this time in the spare room. You found the location where Dreskar pointed out your weapons. Did you want to do anything specific with them during this time? With the weapons that were found on board? You're muted. Yay, we got him!
He wasn't muted.
He wasn't muted.
I can't hear him.
Really?
He wasn't muted.
I can hear him.
Yeah, I could hear him too.
You're not speaking
He
again?
can't.
I can't hear him.
He's talking.
Do you have him muted? Do you have him muted in the Zoom call?
I shouldn't. No, he's showing that he's talking in my Zoom call. I don't touch shit. I only mute myself when we go on break. Oh no! Wait, I'm gonna mute you and then unmute you. No! What happened?
We still can't.
Jamar!
We can all hear him.
That's weird because I can hear everyone else
What
Okay,
the
but Jamar.
Can Twitch hear him?
No.
Wow.
All Access
All
says
Access
they
says they
can't.
can't.
Oh, see?
Okay.
Everyone else on stream can't. Well, because we're going through me, but start doing sign language.
I'd say break it and do it.
Break it.
What? Okay, well,
We
how
hold
do
up
we?
the technical difficulties sign.
Well, crap. How do we fix you? I don't think we've
did.
ever had this issue. No, don't ruin my cameras.
He's breaking the camera right now.
He's breaking the camera.
No,
It's too late.
Yep.
It's
No.
done.
no.
Time to figure out who we're gonna play now.
Well, apparently, Dreskar are now my breasts.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's just boob camera now.
Yeah, it's just all boobs.
Raven, can we hear
Oh,
you now?
look.
Hey, look, I'm Vera.
And you
Vera's where she wanted to be.
I hear him.
I'm raucous. Alright.
All right, now you all have to play the respected characters that you just musical chaired into.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm Dreskar. Hold
Shoot
on.
all humans.
There we go.
Wait, do you have a fuck? Do you have a... No, you have to have the winter fuck.
Does this mean I get to have an anxiety attack in the corner because someone was hanging out outside the ship?
Ah.
Yeah.
Hear him now?
No, that doesn't give me anxiety.
I can hear him now, yes. Excuse
What
me
I-
while I do some rearranging here.
Now, what I was saying was... Wow. Got muted hardcore. Oh,
I didn't
No
touch
more
anything,
game for
though.
you.
I don't know what happened.
anyways.
Oh, sad. Anyway,
So-
hi, Jamar.
Anything that is actually of good quality in there, we're going to keep for now. Anything that was basically put in there to fulfill an order is getting dismantled.
Okay, so when you look in this crate, you see that it's complete. It looks like that maybe the next time they were going to maybe take this ship out, they were going to deliver it to some other Blue Suns off-world, or
Well, now
sell
that's
them
not okay.
themselves. You're not entirely sure, but they look complete.
Well, now I just want to shoot them more.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I'm taking all of this to what is now my new workshop.
Okay. And there's plenty of rooms that are big enough, so if you want to set up a little workshop with your organized mess, I'm sure.
These are mine, again.
And at that point, Brockus, the ship is still stopped, because as soon as she came back in, you were still cooking, so the ship's still kind of stationary right now. And everyone's able to smell the food. And since you guys have been with Brockus long enough, with the exception of Melanie, who's already just right there, you guys know that food's pretty much ready. With the familiar scent of mac and cheese.
The best food ever.
With the familiar scent of carbs and false cheddar.
Best.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I
You
didn't
know,
say
I'm
there
beginning
was
to like
anything
it.
wrong with it.
I had it for lunch yesterday, so.
I had it for a snack just now.
Leftovers.
Y'all make me want mac and cheese now.
I mean, you get mac and cheese, then you get jalapenos, green onions,
Oh, don't ruin it. No.
Dude,
no.
dude,
and then
Rogan.
and then you put in like spicy sausage.
No,
What
abort.
is wrong
Rogan.
with you?
Abort.
Rogan,
A little
Crack.
sriracha top.
No, stop it. No.
Rogan,
Yep.
cracked black pepper, and some Cajun seasoning.
Yes.
That too.
Yes.
No.
Why are y'all ruining my yummy mac and cheese?
And
I
you're the
don't
one
know what about that is.
I don't know what you're talking
ruining
about.
it.
That's made better.
You're the one that eats. What's the spicy sauce that you're always eating, Rojan? By
Last
itself?
Oh, the last dab?
There we go. Yeah.
That stuff's amazing.
Ah.
No.
Then
I put
again,
that on-
I can hardly handle like
I put that
medium
on hot
salsa, so.
I put that on hot dogs.
I don't eat salsa.
Oh, I love salsa, but it has to be mild.
Salsa is made
Sriracha
from
and top
tomatoes, and
ramen.
I don't eat tomatoes.
Sriracha and top ramen is good.
Part of
mean,
my
That'll,
sriracha
that'll be
by
fun for
itself is
later if
good.
Melanie ever gets drunk. That will be fun.
Oh
Um,
yeah, because she hasn't had the
She hasn't had your hangover cure.
hangover cure yet.
Melanie
Or it's
doesn't
just-
yet know our stockpile of expensive alcohols.
The kids
No,
the
you
kids
guys actually
raided
haven't had
the
your
liquor
party yet.
cabinet.
Though I imagine the past hour I've broken into a few of them.
Would you like to break into a few of
She's
them?
like, sample.
Probably. I mean,
sample.
I'm quite worried we're not going to make it on the fuel that we have. I imagine she drinks that worry.
Can we possibly convert the alcohol into fuel?
Unfortunately, the ship doesn't take that kind of fuel. So
Yeah.
no.
The ship's so lightweight it can't handle top shelf.
No.
Excuse me. According to Back to the Future 2, Mr. Fusion can take beer as fuel. I think we can handle
Well,
straight up
this is Mass
ethanol.
Effect, okay? They use entirely different made-up minerals for it, okay?
It's a fusion reactor. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, don't talk science to me.
So I
Amelia,
imagine.
Actually, go ahead and make a Constitution save with disadvantage. Because I know exactly what you're doing.
Well, the first roll was good.
Oh.
4?
Or you got drunk really quickly. Your anxiety kind of overwhelmed you, and you drank more than you originally wanted to, and you are already drunk within this hour.
Alright. I'm gonna cook me some mac and cheese then. With my nice cup I got here.
Oh, you're gonna love
can
this
I
mac and
see-
cheese if you're drunk.
Can I see like how plastered she is?
When she comes in, oh yeah.
You can probably smell it.
She looks like typical Ophelia. Because she's been drunk. Who knows? You're the alcoholic on this ship, I've noticed. You've been drunk many a time now.
She has a lot of anxiety, okay?
Brockus is gonna just like, all right, give me a second.
And she
Go.
actually looks, Brockus, she actually looks worse than how she usually does when she gets drunk.
How much did you drink?
Yeah.
Enough.
You look
Maybe.
like
Maybe I need more.
No,
Think I
no,
need more.
no. Sit here. I got you.
What were you drinking?
Oh, we We got some really good liquor from this club we destroyed. No, I don't think we destroyed it. It was Blue Suns. It was a thing, but we got some good alcohol out of it.
I'm gonna make
I'm gonna
her a
offer her the
sober
bottle.
up drink.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably-
She takes out her flask and kind of like, may I?
You do what you want. It's probably like 3/4 of the way gone, I'm assuming.
She tops off her flask, hands the bottle back.
In before it's rinse all.
It's just pure rubbing alcohol. It's Everclear. Okay. Oh, I would never do that.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
And her flask, like everything else that she seems to be owning, is the flask in particular is plastered with pictures of little fish, like painted all over it on front and back.
That's adorable. Can you paint my gun?
Oh yeah, totally.
Can
What do
you
you
paint
want?
Ares for me? And she's gonna pull out her hand cannon. Can't remember
Zorro.
the name of it, but yeah, pistol. That's the word I'm looking for.
I'm gonna make the anti-drunk drink for the alcoholic.
And she is not going to drink it.
She's gonna put it in front of her. Drink.
I will later.
Look,
No.
we're going planet side. You're gonna need to be at least somewhat sober.
And I will when we get close to the planet.
We are close to the planet.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Not close enough.
So about this time, Dreskar walks in wearing not but a towel, grabs a bowl of mac and cheese, looks at the open duffel bag of booze, grabs it, and walks back out.
Hey, Dreskar. I was thinking, you know, your question you asked me the other day about who could polish your sword. I think Vera knows someone. You should ask her.
Right. Also,
Yeah. I stop in the doorway.
fellas,
Duly noted.
hey, would you mind posing one day? You've got really interesting colors. For painting, sorry, I like to draw, and you've got like real. I've never seen a Drell before. Sorry. Anyway, carry on. Enjoy.
You just see a half smile, and I go around the doorway.
Right. So, what would you like on your gun?
Surprise me.
Okay, sure.
You might wait. Hold on.
I may have unintentionally started the ostrich thing, but I am not keeping the butt thing going. That is on them. I just want to put myself out there, HB Fox, that it's not me picking on you.
When Melanie says, "What do you want on your gun?" you hear a laugh, like just a ha.
I think Dreskar figured out the
And,
guns.
and Brock is just still confused why everyone's talking about weapons.
I imagine Dreskar's kind of walking out smug, kind of like, oh god, what was his name? Schmidt or whatever from Hellboy 2, where he's technically naked, but he's just like, just walking out. Look at me on my own self.
The ethereal German.
Yeah. I'm naked.
I'm probably going to send a message to Vera and go, I think Dreskar figured out the guns.
Painting.
What guns?
Drink this
Later, I told you.
now or no more alcohol ever. I will airlock it. Oh, I would. I've airlocked less because I was bored.
I believe that.
Like what?
Cakes, chairs, clothes.
The cakes explode? Or they just kind of float away?
Depends on the consistency.
Hey,
Alright.
No,
I
but
should take-
seriously, drink or
She's going to take a... She's going to technically drink, and she's going to take a sip.
Are you pulling a whole I will turn this ship around?
I will airlock your cat. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
I don't have a cat.
Whoa, we have 2 members of this team that have cats. Thank you. No,
I have
wait,
a
3.
cat.
Never mind. Sorry,
Yeah,
I forgot
3.
you did too.
No,
Right,
but seriously,
I
drink
forgot
it or I
about you.
airlock the booze.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Okay. Is it a cracking coin?
She drinks it.
Good. Look, I don't want to kill your buzz or anything, but have you ever tried re-entry when you're drunk? It's not fun.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Not around my control panels.
Not around the mac and cheese, please.
That too.
Oh, I'm not picturing Ophelia throwing that up.
Anyway, once you're all done, let's meet in the cockpit so we can get ready to land.
Right.
Ophelia, go ahead and roll me another Constitution save, just a straight one this time.
Just a straight one?
Yeah.
7. Should be
Okay,
the other
you're
die.
not like pissing on yourself drunk anymore. You're almost back to buzz, but you're still
Pretty
in a happy
woozy.
place. But your anxiety is actually lessening at this point.
I finish up some of my little doodle paints on our gun.
Okay, and what do you draw on her gun?
So I'm attempting to draw little unicorns like along the sides, and their horns are pointed like so. Here's the gun, and their horns are pointed that way, and there's little like energy blasts coming out of their horns. And then there's also
Now I want it, yeah.
little like cute cakes on the handle, like the whatever you call this part of gun.
The handle. Yeah,
Sure.
you got it.
It was like because I mentioned cake, she was like cake. So she started drawing little cakes on that part of the gun.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that if you cut this snake or if you cut this gun with a knife, it's really a cake?
Grip, yes.
Oh no, let's
Oh,
not
God,
do
no,
that meme.
No, I just
No.
the DM will remember this.
Of all the shit we just pulled, the DM
Stupid ass
remembers
memes
that.
going around on Twitter right now. Jesus. And Dreskar suddenly gets sapped out of an airlock.
He tripped and fell into the airlock, and it accidentally deployed.
And the towel's floating away.
Hey, Melanie wanted me to pose.
So at this point, Brockus, after you notice that she took the drink, you go ahead and you start revving up the ship and start staying back on course. Melanie, you know at this point you are close enough to where now is probably a good time to go into the cockpit and do your magic.
Alright, I'm gonna just hand the gun over to Thelia. Here you go, hope you like it. And
It's perfect!
careful, it's still drawing, so like you might want to just leave it out for a bit. And I gotta go handle us not getting blown up. So I'll be back. Bye.
Hey.
Illegion, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome.
I'd like to point out they still left Ophelia with the booze.
Well, I mean, you're not alone in the room. Jamar and Vera are there, so.
And Dreskar took the duffel bag.
Vera's
No,
still
I
in
took,
the map room.
I took a
Oh,
bottle.
okay.
Oh, I thought you took the entire duffel bag.
No, a
No, he
bottle.
took a bottle.
I'll be in my bunk.
No, I'm not going to drink, but I will take a few more bottles to go stash in my room.
Okay.
I was saying that as Melanie, I was saying that as dress card, but yeah. So Melanie goes up to the cockpit.
Go ahead and do your SS. I'm assuming that's intelligence,
Yeah, it's
because it's basically similar to hacking, which is intelligence.
yeah. So plus my proficiency,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And I don't know how these work, the ship system things. Do I get advantage on it, or is it just like
You get
So-
advantage if you have any sort of assistance.
Okay.
No, so the proficiency,
Adds
being
a bonus
proficient
to
in
it.
it means you add your proficiency bonus, which right now should be 2.
2 or 3? 2.
Too.
it just has like a
Two.
bunch of extra stuff like in the details to it? So I was just making sure.
Yeah, if you have the tools that go off proficiency, you also get a tools bonus off of it,
Yeah.
which is like a +2.
What would the tools be for this then? That'd be
For the ship system, there isn't any tools. I think the extra stuff that you're seeing are basically ship combat actions that you can do.
oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because navigation has the same kind of thing. It has a list of actions that you can essentially do.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the
And that's
person
really
who
more
can
for
offer you
space
advantage
battle.
is drunk.
Yeah, and that's more like space battle type stuff. You guys probably won't be using that too terribly much unless you're in a crisis or you're in a fight.
Yeah, my stuff's not really battle. It's more like talking to people, like
Yeah.
ship to ship, communicating and stuff. And then the drive stuff is different. But
Yeah.
So D20 plus proficiency bonus. Yeah, that's it.
It's your intelligence modifier plus your proficiency, so it should already be in there. I'm seeing it as a +6, which sounds right.
Okay, so just the intelligence without the do I get additional proficiency because of the systems?
Because it's the systems, it's an additional +2. So it's
so 6 plus 2 plus the roll.
So a D20 plus 8, basically.
Got it. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I rolled really high, so I didn't really need all that.
Would it be a plus? It's just your int mod, like the D20 plus your int mod plus the proficiency, right?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm actually
Yeah.
pulling
That's all
you
it
up
should
right
be.
now.
That should be
Yeah.
it because that's all mine is.
Yeah.
It's a 25.
Okay. Yep, that's good enough. So you're able to kind of hack into the system and kind of implant your own codes, saying that it is a merchant ship, I think is what you said, with some phony baloney name of the company and whatnot, with the correct access codes that you would need to get to planet, basically giving you permission to land because of your goods.
Okay. As I'm programming this in, I'm going to look over to Brachus and say, right, so what would you like the ship to be named?
Gonna look over to what's my kid's name? Mercy.
Mercy.
Mercy. What's the ship name?
Don't let her hear you say that.
Well, I named
Every
too
parent
many-
does it.
I named too many things Mimsy, so I think Mimsy the 6th.
There you go, Mimsy the 6th.
All right, Mimsy the 6th it is. The ship is now known as Mimsy the 6th. And what's our organization? What do you think our merchant guild should be called? Or our, like, company?
Fighting the bad guys. That's what we do, right?
Yeah,
Fight-
but
we fight bad guys.
we want to make it sound like we're merchants, not bounty
Oh,
hunters.
I thought
I'm-
you said mercenary.
No, merchants.
Oh, not fighting the bad guys.
Delivering mac and cheese and chocolate milk.
All right.
'Cause
We're food
everybody-
merchants, apparently.
How about we just call it the Munchies?
There you
I
go.
like that.
All right,
Yeah.
we're company the Munchies. We do food transport or something.
We're the
Yeah.
Mimsy Munchies.
Oh, I like that. All right, the Mimsy Mumchies.
I like her.
Like we're not going to tell anybody else this, and it's just like, what's your ship name?
Yes.
I need to write this down now.
It's called the M&M. Oh shit.
Mimsy Munchies, and the ship is called the Mimsy 6. Is that right?
Yeah, Mimsy the 6th.
Mimsy the 6. All right. All done?
Never
Should we get to
give an
go? I wanna
8-year-old
hang out
permission.
Get hailed.
What's that?
To do-
I didn't catch all of what you said. You kind of cut out.
Oh, I said I'm gonna hang out up here unless we get hailed, so I can talk to them.
Oh yeah. Probably more of a people person than I am. Gonna start taking the ship. Gonna start taking the ship in.
I just know these people. I know how they work. Most of them are kind of prickish.
Don't tell Vera that. So you guys start to make your descent down onto the planet. Because of your scans and the coordinations from before, also provided by Vera, you guys are able to actually locate a colony that is actually near a fuel port that you guys are able to land on. You do see, even from how high up you guys are, you can see that it's a fairly big colony. It's definitely not one of the small individual ones that kind of went off on their own to kind of create their own expansion and collect their own materials. It looks almost like it's the command base, if it were. You do see a couple of very large guns that look like that they are made specifically to take down ships and any kind of aircrafts. You do see, Melanie, the Alliance symbol on around that area, letting you know that this is in fact the Alliance colony right here. You notice on the radar that there is some blips going across, and both of you being on ships before realize that you're being scanned. And then the blip goes away, and you hear someone over the intercom going, "Permission to land."
Right, thank you.
And you guys are able to descend.
Just let I go over the intercom again. Just let everyone, just hailing everyone. All right, settle in. We're landing.
You know, just for... Sorry, go ahead.
I was turning to Brackus and going, that went well, pretty smoothly so far.
Better than Omega. I mean, engine didn't blow up.
Ooh, ow! Engine trouble, did you?
Yeah, the bounty I was hunting kind of shot my engines.
Ooh, bad luck.
Yeah, but it was an old ship.
Hopefully this is I mean, it's not much of an upgrade, I imagine, but it's working at least.
It flies. It's an upgrade.
Right?
You know what? Just for funsies, Brackus, roll me a... Is it dexterity for helms? I think it's dexterity.
It's dexterity for helm.
Go
Are you
ahead.
gonna try to make me land this ship?
I do.
Funny enough, that is my worst aspect in any flight sim I play.
Are you serious?
I can't land. I can take off, I can dogfight, but landing, I kind of like always scrape the nose every time.
I do that with any video game where I have to swim. I get so like disoriented where I don't know what up and down is, and it freaks me out. I start panicking like it's actually happening to me. I'm drowning.
All right, that's it's gonna be an 18.
Okay, you're able to land
Okay.
gracefully.
I don't launch pad McQuack it and just like
You
crash
don't.
into something.
You don't skip a few times across the surface and kind of nosedive. Yeah, no, you're able to land just fine. Although I'm not gonna lie, if you rolled a 2, it just wouldn't be as graceful. But I just wanted to see how you did.
A little rough.
It's
Yeah.
how much
you
are you
did.
gonna make Vera puke? Or not Vera, Ophelia puke.
You did good. And then once
Okay.
you land, you do see a lot of humans, but there are some mixed races here. Again, mostly human. There is, because you're at the spaceport per se, there's a lot more military around this area as opposed to civilians, which you can see a little further in that might be the main town of the colony where maybe more of the civilians are, but there's a good chunk of military hanging out around here. And you did catch the eye of a few people. They're not doing anything, they're just kind of watching you guys.
So where's the depot or the fuel depot from here?
Would I know where that is?
Not on this one, no.
Okay.
You
Well,
do
not
know that it's nearby. You just gotta purchase it and basically hire people to just kind of refuel it. But you don't know specifically where it is.
I think we're gonna have to ask around a bit, but it's nearby, from what I remember.
Probably want to maybe restock the food supply while we're here too.
Right.
What are the rest of you doing?
Well, I'm getting off the ship just because it's where it landed.
Are you immediately trying to get off the ship?
I mean, I'm letting them go out first, like I always do.
Okay.
But
I
I
go
am
into
still.
by the way, into my actual armor, and
Okay.
instead of my overalls, my armor, also still painted ridiculously. Like, picture like Sabine from Rebels, if anyone's seen that. Like, it's all still painted and crazy
Just
colored.
colorful.
Just very colorful girl. But it's proper armor, and she has her weapon on her, and her drones strapped to her little backpack. They're all kind of like tucked and folded in.
I'd like to make an argument that I should have advantage on stealth whenever she's around.
Because
they'll
she's
be
such a
looking at her.
distraction.
Right.
I mean, by that logic, we all should.
I'm gonna have problems keeping aggro because everyone just sees the colorful person.
Little do you know that you just wake up one day and you go into battle without realizing that she painted all over your armor, so you're super bright and colorful.
Don't give away my secrets, DM.
I mean,
Just like how Jamar, you randomly wake up and Jamar may have made some modifications while you're in your sleep. I imagine he
So-
would do that.
Jamar is touching people's guns while they sleep.
Yes.
You gotta oil those barrels, you know?
Episode 14, and we have several jokes that I don't think will ever die.
Nope.
Okay, so you guys load up. You guys notice Melanie in different garb. She definitely looks a little more battle ready with her drones, very similar to Jamar, strapped to her back. And Vera, you do notice she does have a weapon on her this time, but it's on her back.
Are all of you intending on going out there?
Well, yeah, we have to get the fuel and at least resupply the galley.
Someone should stay behind to protect the ship.
We got Mercy.
I'm in charge of the ship, remember?
Hey,
I'm
everything's cleared
sure.
out. We shouldn't be expecting any trouble. We're technically allowed to be here. We got clearance. So,
I mean, she watched the ship the entire time we were on Omega, and nothing happened.
Yes, but Omega
'Cause on
was just full
Netflix.
of criminals. This place is full of the Alliance.
Which is like 9 steps up from every resident on Omega.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bunchman, thank you so much for following. Welcome.
Look, I know you don't trust them, but most of the time humans are on the up and up.
You don't like my people, Vera? I like your people.
I haven't had good experiences with your people, Mercy.
What about me?
You're the exception.
Okay. Well, there's other people out there that are kind of like me. Like, not me, because there's only one me, but, you know, like this. They're nice. And maybe great shots, too.
You know, Vera, you won't ever have a good experience if you don't, interact with them more.
You're all not gonna let me stay behind, are you?
No.
I mean, if you want, that's up to you. I mean, you're not my kid. I can't order you to do anything.
you know,
I
I'm fine.
mean, Vera, you can help me organize the new workshop.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Vera, you're kind of stepping on my job right now.
Mercy, but you wouldn't be stepping on your job. You need a second in command, don't you?
That's what Mimsy's for.
Oh, well, then third.
There is no third. There's only 1 and 2.
Well, you heard it, Vera. There's no third in command.
Wait. Mercy. If you pass down an order to Mimsy, who does Mimsy then pass that order down to?
All of you guys.
In this case, that could be Vera.
Yeah, you'd be junior officer.
Vera's kind of stepping on my job, though. No offense.
Fair point.
Is Mercy holding Mimsy right now?
She does have like a little mini backpack that she carries around that has the little like disheveled looking Elcor doll just sticking out.
Okay. So you mentioned this Mimsy quite a few times, Mercy. Who is this Mimsy?
Mimsy! And she turns around and she shows off her stuffed Elcor, and it looks like it's been through a lot. It looks like it was probably her first toy ever, and she takes it literally everywhere. You see some patchwork all over it. Some of it trying to match the colors of the pattern, but others are very clearly like, this is what I got. And you see some random like flowers or checkered pieces just kind of patched all over it. But it doesn't look too terribly bad. It looks like she's done a pretty good job trying to patch it back up if it ever does get tear.
Mimsy's adorable. Hang on, I have something just for it. She kind of goes into her pack and pulls out like a pink ribbon. And would you like me to give Mimsy a little ribbon?
Yes, please.
All right. I'm gonna tie a little ribbon and tie a little bow like around little Elcor neck area. It has like a little cute little pink bow.
I think she likes it.
I think so too.
I
Makes it
think
quite
it's a good
lovely.
color.
It's a very good color for Mimsy.
If you want to paint her anytime, I'm totally okay with that.
Maybe. We'll consider it. Maybe we can make Mimsy some armor. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes!
Yeah.
That would be
Oh.
perfect. Dad, can she
Well-
have armor?
We'll plan later. Yes.
It's your doll.
My second in command. He's not my doll. Second in command. Gets armor. Because she always has my back.
And she puts it back in her backpack and on her back.
Literally. Good.
Literally.
I mean, if you want to stay, Vera, it's totally cool. Just, I'm in charge.
I understand that. Look, I'm only suggesting I stay behind because I may have trouble being civil out there.
Are you socially awkward?
I don't think so. Am I?
I think you are a little bit.
Drescar walks away.
I mean, Vera, if that's what you're worried about, you just stick with us and you don't have to talk to anyone.
Yeah, I can smooth over most things, hopefully.
That wasn't really my experience on Omega. I stuck with you and we talked to a lot of people, and a lot of them ended up angry or shot.
Well, that's Omega.
That was Omega.
That's where the bad people are. And we got a lot of money.
And speaking of money, I checked to see if that money from the bounty on Z ever came in.
Ah, yes. Let me see. Hold on. Technically, it's still the same day.
Oh yeah, because we were only in space for maybe a half hour.
Yeah, you're just like maybe a little over an hour. Yeah, it's no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Not yet. But again, it's maybe been 2 hours overall since you've done anything with it. So
We were in space for 30 minutes.
I feel like it's been longer than that, but
because in space, time slows down.
It would have been an hour
I'll go with
on
that.
that too. So
It's been less than 2 hours since your escape. Let's put it that way.
Wow.
that's
It's
fair.
still like it's midday now at this point because you guys got up in the morning. Arleo warned you. You did your escape. It's about 11:30 at this point in the morning.
Well, as I said, if you're concerned, Vera, I could use some help organizing the new workshop.
I feel like I should stay behind.
Suit yourself. Is there any food you need or want?
Not especially. I think we're fairly well stocked.
Talk about
Right. Of course. Anything else?
juice.
I'm just thinking because we are on a human location. If there's any human food you want.
Pick up a few more nutritious things for her that are human food, you know? Not that
Maybe-
chocolate's not the worst, it's delicious, but maybe some fruit would be good as well.
Apples! Apples! With peanut
Maybe
butter.
we should all try pineapple.
I have it.
Yeah, I don't understand how humans eat pineapple. It just looks like an item you're supposed to.
But yellow's a cool color.
All right,
It's
so
side bits,
Well,
though.
maybe Melanie can show us how.
Right, yeah. It's not that hard. Tastes good. Get a bunch of fruit, make a salad. Tasty. You could also put it in alcohol.
You can?
They even have alcohol made from fruit.
I'm thinking apple teenies.
just like you just see the alcoholic's brain just start to turn.
It's like that math gif where it's just like
Yeah.
alcohol and fruit.
And peanut butter.
Well,
Apples.
the humans are innovative.
Adding it to the
Apples.
list. And honey.
We need meat too.
Right, protein.
Chicken nuggets.
chicken and chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
What's the difference between chicken and nuggets? Aren't chicken nuggets just a
Chicken
nugget
nuggets
of a
are, like
chicken?
a million times better.
It's kind of all the leftover bits of a chicken, often, and it's fried. It's like-
Why?
It's great with ketchup and mustard.
Yeah, it's not exactly the most nutritious thing in the world, but
Does
What-
sound amazing though.
it is quite tasty.
Is it more nutritious if you dip it in ranch?
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, then get ranch.
Hey, I say Jif as it's intended. Fight me.
So who's all going then on this market trip?
Well, I'm not staying on the ship.
Yeah.
So
You
I
feel
am
alive,
assuming
though.
Dreskar, Athelia, and Brockus. Are you guys deciding to go?
Oh, Theo's
I'm
going.
going.
Okay.
I'm looking for shots.
Shopping.
Oh god, it is a shopping episode.
Having a shopping episode.
I like shopping.
All right. So you guys exit. Jamar and Vera, you guys are going to work in his workshop. I assume you're going to be dismantling and making Omni Jewel like you do. Omni Gel.
Indeed.
Omni Jewel. It's now Omni Jewel from now on.
That's all it is. Okay. So you guys get off, and after seeing specifically Melanie get off first, Brock is basically looking like he's a bodyguard. The humans kind of eye you for a while, specifically you, Brockus, but they don't look hostile or anything like that. They're just kind of keeping an eye, making sure that you don't cause any trouble. From what you can see so far, there's no Krogan here.
7-foot tall space lizard coming off of a ship.
Pretty much, yeah.
Brockus cause trouble? What?
Never.
I don't always cause trouble. That was Omega. It's different.
Fucking Krogan train. That was beautiful. Okay, and you guys are able, so because of that, you guys don't have any issues. You are able to walk into town. They already scanned you at the ship. So far as you can tell, you guys are in the clear. You guys are able to walk towards the town.
Alright, I'm gonna look for food vendors so I can get Mercy's long laundry list of food taken care of.
So as you guys enter, you notice that it's heavily fortified around, which would probably kind of explain all the military that is on the outside of it, kind of protecting this colony. And when you go inside, it almost looks like a big coliseum. It's just very open in the center, and all the shops and everything else are on the outside. And it's almost like a double-layered ring. So you've got the shops and everything on the inner side of this ring, and on the outer side are all the buildings that look like apartments and houses that circle around part of it. It's very open and very large.
I look to Brockus. So, where to first? What do you
Let's get the fuel first. Get that taken care of, and then go grab what we need for the ship and anything else we can find.
Alright, let me ask around a bit. Who's in our vicinity close by?
Right now you're just now entering this center area, or the colony area. So with you being by the gate, being right next to the port, you can assume it's probably the outside people that would know more as far as like where the fuel is. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Not as good. Oh, I've got a good bonus to it though. So 9. 15.
15? Okay. You are able to ask a couple people around you as to where the fuel station is, and they were nice enough to kind of point out who to talk to. And you see this specialized station. It almost looks like a grease monkey kind of shop. Royal. Oh God, I can't read that. Royal Sea Arts. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Welcome. Thank you for joining. It almost looks like a mechanic shop. That's the word I was looking for. A mechanic shop where it just looks really dirty and greasy, and you do see a couple of carts that hold fuel cans, as well as several very large hoses that you can only imagine that actually connect to the ships.
I'll approach one of the people working there.
Okay, so you see a young human man just kind of there. He's in dirty overalls and he's got kind of some grease covering him. And he goes to kind of wipe his hand off and has it out to you. And he goes, hi, what can I do for you?
Hi, name's Melanie.
Hi, Melanie.
Right, our ship just came into port and we are in desperate need of refueling. Think you can cut us a bit of a deal?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I can't really cut you the deal. I'm just kind of the guy that fuels. There's kind of a situation right now with the fuel. It's gonna take a while before we get more here. And our local mines have kind of been shut down. We kind of had a situation last week, and our fuel exploded.
Whoa, exploded. So there's no more fuel, or you just can't get in the mines right now to get fuel?
Yes.
I look over at Brockus, kind of confused.
What do you mean the fuel blew up?
We got attacked last week.
By what?
I don't know. I was kind of running for cover for my life because of the explosions.
What did it look like? Or what did they look like?
Really thin, long ships. They look like they maybe were models that housed 1 or 2 people. So, you know, like single fighters, sort of. That were going around trying to ransack the area and blew up all of our fuel and whatever was left over. The Alliance kind of took over so they can go off and fight them off, and they did scare them, which was, you know, good. But I don't think anyone got captured or died. I don't know. Like I said, I was just running for my life, so we're waiting for fuel to come to restock, and they kind of shot at our mines, so we're getting a new drill delivered as well.
How long is that going to take?
It's coming with the fuel, so, you know, another week or so.
I can feel Veers, of course.
Oh.
I can see your eyes. Veers not even there, and H-Box is like, you son of a bitch.
Should have known.
You're saying
You expect
a week?
differently?
Roughly, I mean, that's what I heard. I could double check with my boss on the ETA, but I last I heard a couple days ago it was about a week for both the drill but if we get the drill, it's gonna take slightly longer to get that fuel because of course we have to, you know, collect it, refine it, all that good stuff. But like fuel, it's about a week. And I don't know how much we're getting, so I don't know how much we could offer you, but that's up to the Alliance. I don't know. I just work here.
We have a expert in Alliance relations on the ship. They could probably talk a deal for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you guys want to negotiate something, that's fine. I just mean there's, unfortunately, unless your ship's broken, I can try to fix it up. But as far as fueling, we're kind of...
We pretty much just need the fuel.
So there's a really, really nice hotel that's inside that could house you for a week that isn't bad.
I look at Brockus. I'll see if I can talk to some of the Alliance folk. Maybe we can borrow some fuel from them. We'll make a deal.
Maybe. I mean, I've got no problem working with them.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't my first time working with humans. Hotel wise, I think I would prefer that we'd all stay on the ship. It's a little more home.
And Vera friendly.
True.
I mean, you guys are more than welcome. I mean, obviously, a ship's like a home to a lot, so it's cool. You just, you know, pay the docking fee, and it's
Well, we're
fine.
gonna have to pay the docking fee anyway.
Yeah, I was just letting you know it's kind of similar to a hotel, but obviously with your comfort, wizard sir.
Do you happen to know? Do you happen to know who the leadership is of the Alliance on site? Do they have?
There is a Commander Raylan that's kind of walking around. You can't miss him. He's in big, very important armor. He's one of the people that's kind of in charge of the area. So
Am I familiar with that name?
make a history check.
No, definitely not.
Nope. You don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Name doesn't even ring a bell.
Raylan, you said.
Uh-huh.
Where normally is this Raylan at?
He usually does patrols on the eastern side. What time? It's still morning. Yeah, he should be over on the eastern docks. And then he goes in for lunch and then switches to the western side for the afternoon. So, and that's routine every day. So if you can't catch him right away, that's, east in the morning, west in the afternoon. It's kind of a weird pattern.
What do you think? What do you think, Melanie? Grab what we need, come back when he's on the west side and talk to him then.
Sounds good. Yeah, I can try. It's worth a shot. Alliance will be the ones that will actually have access to supplies right now if supplies are short. So they're our best bet.
Not to mention if they don't have it, helping them out any way we can may get us on their good side when the fuel does come in.
Especially if they're dealing with some strange lot. I'm going to see if I can get into their comm system, see if there's any chatter about what the enemy is that they're facing. Give us whatever information we can get anyway. I'll try. One better than ship.
All right.
Yep.
Do you want me to send word when we get the fuel?
Yeah, that would actually be that would be really helpful. I'm good.
Alright.
Oh, okay. What's the ship's name?
The ship's name is the Mimsy 6. The 6, sorry. Mimsy the
Sixth.
Sorry. It's I get all tongue tied when I say it, but it's a really cool name of ship. And we're
My
Here,
daughter named it.
I'll send you the information.
Makes more sense. Okay.
Right, I know. It's really cute.
Okay.
There you go. Docking bay. There you go. All the information.
Oh, okay.
What's your name, Nate? You've been quite, informative. Thank you.
Yeah. My name's Nathan.
All right, Nathan. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Just when we get fuel, we'll go ahead. We'll contact you. If it comes sooner or not. Again, we just got to bring up to the Alliance and see if it's cool to let all the civilians. Yeah.
Sounds good. Best of luck to you, mate. Try to avoid explosions.
Yeah. Thank you too. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Awkwardly goes back.
So as we're walking off, Brockus is going to laugh. He's just gonna start chuckling as he's calling up Vera.
She's not one like this.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm doing it. Hey, Vera.
Did you secure the fuel already?
About that. Looks like we're here for at least a week.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, something about their mine being attacked, a drill being damaged, waiting for fuel to come in, and then we'd have to talk to the Alliance about getting said fuel because, well, they sort of control the fuel at the moment.
A week.
Yes, 7 days.
Where's the person in charge of this place? Where might one find them?
He is right now on the east side of the docks.
And you hear her hang up.
I'm gonna look over to Mel and the rest of the group.
We might want to contact Jamar and have him track her Omni tool so we can catch up.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and call Jamar and ask him to You're muted, Raven.
You're muted.
Okay, now you're muted. That's not
Omni
me.
tool's malfunctioning.
That's not me this time.
It's not connecting.
You have to swipe to the right. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Goddamn iPhone Omni tool. Swipe up.
No, I don't want to use facial recognition. Let me just type in my passcode.
What did you tell Vera? She stormed off angry while holding a weapon.
We're gonna be here for a week. Can you track her Omni tool so we can catch up to her before she does anything rash?
I need a lock override for all the doors in the ship.
I'll more look over at Melanie. You don't happen to have a lock override.
I might. Give me a sec. What do you want me to roll? DM?
Jamar, you actually know with Omni tools, they're completely separate from the ship. So you can just try to track her location with the frequency that you guys are all on.
That's
I
not
think he was
what
trying to
he's
lock the
asking.
doors.
No, no,
Oh,
I was
a
trying to lock
door.
the doors before Vera
Got it.
went on a rampage.
Got it. Yeah, Melanie, you would just have to give him the access codes to the ship. Actually, Brockus, you have those too. Actually, no. Jamar, you
Jamar
have
has
those
them.
codes.
Yeah, he has those codes.
Jamar, you have
Yeah.
those codes.
I do.
So you're able to easily, in a sense, hack into the system. You don't have to make a roll because you have the access codes and take control of the ship.
Oh, we're gonna lock the doors.
Okay?
Did Vera get out?
Hold on, let me see something. I need to make a roll.
Actually, you know what? Vera, you make the roll.
Oh,
It's
what's the
actually
roll
your
for?
thing. Yeah, I need you to make the roll. Percentile.
There is something I was going to be doing before I left the ship, so
Okay.
that might change things.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I'm going back to the map room,
Okay.
and I am changing out of my armor into my Turian military uniform.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's just
And
turn
then
this up
I'm
to
leaving.
11.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
This only goes to 11.
This only goes
It's
to 11.
Turian military. They only have 11.
This is true.
Yeah.
All
Li-
right, Gary.
like every disciplinary action is just shot out of a railgun.
Okay. So you change into your uniform.
And then I try and leave the ship.
Now roll a percentile.
Well, I'm glad that's not an encounter percentile.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. You start to walk up to the exit, the main door, and you see it slide down, and you hear like a click click sound as it locks.
I assume there's like a keypad or something next to the door to,
There
to
is.
open and close it. Okay.
Mhm.
I hit the open button.
Does not open.
Bring up my Omni tool. Jamar, we have a problem with the ship.
I'm aware we have a problem. I might have hit something. I'm trying to fix it. Hold on.
Fix it quickly, please.
And I turn off my Omni tool and go back to reorganize.
Okay.
Well, I think
Okay.
Jamar had that situation under control. He mentioned something about locking the doors, so
Oh, that was smart.
yeah.
We don't have any explosives on the ship, do we? I mean,
Vera can make her own.
There was some talk about possible explosions, but we actually didn't get a chance to go through Jamal's crates yet.
So I don't think that matters. I think Vera does have a few grenades on her.
Who has grenades on them right now? Dresscar, do you still have some? Brockus has some.
I never had any grenades.
I have an incendiary grenade still on me.
Okay.
I think Jamar has a couple.
I gave grenades to Brackus and
and Vera.
Jamar to Brackus to use and Jamar to duplicate.
Got it. Okay.
And Vera is grenades.
And Vera is
Yes.
grenades. And with that, we're gonna go on our final break. And
Wait,
we're
hold
gonna
on.
see how this goes down.
So Vera is a space chicken, and she produces grenades whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
So space eggs. Yeah. So that's about right.
The DM will remember this.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna see how this unfolds. Thanks for hanging out with you guys as the story slowly becomes more interesting with Vera right now. So sit back, relax, go ahead and stretch, grab some water and whatnot, and we'll be right back for the final stretch of tonight's episode. Be right back, guys.
We're gonna come back to the ship, and there's gonna be a giant hole blown in the door.
I hate
Oh.
when you do that.
And we are back.
And Rosen. Oh, no, Rosen's no longer frozen.
And
Well,
Rojan needs to
was
go
he
wash his
frozen?
hands.
Why does Rojan need to go wash his hands? What?
What's going on?
Anarchy!
I'm sure he'll be back
Oh.
in just a moment.
Cameras. Who blinked
on.
off?
I
Oh, no,
have,
the camera.
Rosen.
I have something for this. Hold on. Hold
He
on.
froze,
You guys won't
and
hear
then he
it, but
came
chat
back,
will
and
hear
then he
it.
dropped.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, he did drop.
Yeah, he did. All right.
And he's back.
Am I good?
You're
Yep.
good. You know what? I'm done rearranging y'all. This is who you are now.
Okay, I've got my Krogan voice.
I'm going to kill all the humans.
And I'm just gonna stand around and have a nice ass.
I love
Science.
this game. Keep going.
I have cute drones.
No, you gotta do the accent. Gotta do the accent.
You can make me try.
Now I want to hear it.
Rearranging all of you. All of you.
I mean, if I had to play Jamar, like all of the modifications get to the guns are just gonna be like that scene from Archer when Krieger's all like coked out, like doing.
Oh,
the
no.
gun. Yeah.
I mean, you haven't seen Jamar in work mode yet. Give it time.
Suppressing fire.
The first one is just going to be two assault rifles duct taped together.
Mean.
Oh
I'm not saying anything wrong with that.
Oh, Krieger-san.
That's one of the drones now.
I mean, why hasn't Jamar made like a hologram girlfriend yet?
Oh.
He's now
No.
got like he now has drone wife.
It's a bolus though.
The bolus.
Oh my god, it's like the little emote faces like what Melanie's drones has, but it actually blinks and everything, and it's like,
It's like
oh,
electric
Jimo-san.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a little holographic projection of like
Yeah.
2 carrots facing the opposite way, underscore.
It's like,
Oh, no.
knows?
It's those like the actual LED light screens.
That's like, I mean, even if you haven't played Watch Dogs 2, we all know that guy that has like,
Yeah.
you know, the glasses and the mouth, and it's all digitized. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. So, God, I hate this. When I get a message, you all see the message. Go away. On oh no, I do not want to do that. Because of I have to do the display capture for Zoom. If I get a message saying like someone is talking in Zoom chat, it
Uh-oh.
covers Brockus's face right now.
Wow.
Stupid. It's stupid.
I think what
Anyway.
you're saying is don't use the Zoom chat.
I just got to the point now to where I just have the chat open and just I take the windows that way, like I can see if anybody says anything.
No.
Hmm.
I don't
That
wanna.
would be a smart way of doing it.
I don't want to. Can I disable chat? Is there a way where
Probably.
I just, like, disable it? Oh no, this is just me. Okay, nope, never mind. Never mind. Nope, we'll figure that out later. Anyway, welcome back. Hi. Let me turn that back on. All right, so you guys are stuck, and Vera is trying to escape, and Jamar just lied to her.
And turned off his.
Melanie and the rest of the crew, what are you guys doing now after learning that information as well as
I
the
think we
fuel?
should head back to the ship to try and diffuse the situation before we go and get our groceries.
Slim's got it.
All right.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Vera blows a hole in the side of the ship.
Yeah, I imagine quite a lot.
That's a good. Let's go back to the ship. She's not damaging this one. I've only had it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can't really patch giant hole. That's a bit difficult.
mean, on the other side, if she does, I think someone here could do a patch job, but that's going to cost us.
We would need pots. Yeah, I mean, I can. I just, would rather not. We'd be here longer than a week, maybe, depending on finding enough pots.
To the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Vera, are you just standing by the door, tapping your foot, waiting?
I'd wait probably for a minute, maybe two, and then I call Jamar on my Omni tool. Jamar?
Yes.
What's the holdup?
Actually, you don't get anything. He turned it off. You don't know that, but you don't get any response.
Does Mercy have an Omni tool?
No.
No? Okay.
He's too young for an Omni tool.
I mean,
That's
she
not
has
how
a
you click
gun.
I was a teenager before I got my first Omni tool, so,
Yeah,
She gets a
normally,
gun before she gets an Omni tool.
I was halfway
Yeah,
through
depends.
high school.
look, anytime I need to communicate with her, I just call her through the ship.
Is there a what's the word? Intercom nearby?
There is,
Intercom
yes.
Button. Okay, I'm gonna go over to it and press the magic button. Jamar, what's going on?
I'm still working on this problem.
Why is it taking so long?
It's a very good question. I don't think everything is totally wired correctly yet.
Let me try the panel here at the door then.
I'm gonna go over to the door control.
Okay,
I don't know anything about electronics, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
I mean, let's see an electronics roll. Let's see what happens. Who knows?
Better than I expected. Probably not good enough, but 15?
Try as you might. It just kind of it just yells at you, basically, giving you the incorrect code, beeping sound, and it just stays red and won't open up the door.
But the front door doesn't seem to be working. I'm going to try the cargo bay. I assume this ship has a cargo bay, Jamar?
Theoretically, yes.
I do apologize in advance. I am suddenly dropping frames. Not sure if that might be an OBS thing. I'm not entirely sure.
And Zor check Discord.
Hang out with us. Okay. Okay.
With those responses that Jamar has given me, would I have any reason to do an insight on any of that?
That is entirely up to you. You've worked with Jamar long enough to know that, he's good at hacking, but he has had his moments where things are not working. You guys are also on a unfamiliar ship. So given the circumstances, there is a potential that he may be struggling because of not being familiar with the ship. But if you feel any kind of deceit in his voice, you can go ahead and roll a insight check.
I'll let the D4 decide if I do. Evens yes, odds no.
Okay.
Okay, I will roll an insight on Jamar.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Do I
Give me
feel
just a
like
sec, 'cause
he's
something
hiding
is...
anything?
Jamar, go ahead and roll a deception check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Hey,
And with that, as you are kind of
But
pondering,
what's
like,
that with your modifier?
22.
Okay, just had to make sure in case you had a negative.
Nope.
and with that, as you're kind of pondering, like, is he trying to pull one over me? All of a sudden, you notice, you hear this kind of sound, and all the lights start to dimmer and go out.
I
Hello,
told them
Jamar.
this thing was a flying dumpster. We shouldn't have taken it. I'm gonna go looking for a cargo bay then.
Okay. You, because there's no such thing as dark vision in this. You do kind of scurry a little bit because it is a bit dark in here. As you try to feel your way around, and you notice that there are several doors that are actually closed. But when you try to click them on to open up, they won't power up.
Does this ship, or can I search for one anyway, have a crawl space underneath the floors?
You can certainly look for one.
I will begin looking for one. Because
Go
now
ahead
I
and
just
do it
feel like
with-
we're trapped in the ship.
Roll with disadvantage.
Thank God Athelia's not there.
Because it is dark and you are not familiar with the ship.
That's really bad. Investigation am I doing, or perception?
You're doing investigation because you're doing it in the dark.
7.
7. No, you're not really. You're feeling a lot of things, but you're not sure what they are. One of them is like a cup. Another one, you see an empty alcohol bottle. You're just kind of like feeling around, and you bump your head a few times, but you're not really finding anything that may resemble any kind of crawl space.
That search will probably take up the next 10-15 minutes of my time.
Okay. And at this point, Melanie and everyone else, since you didn't travel too terribly far from the ship, you actually make it back at this point, but the door does not open for you.
Gonna beep Jamar. Hey Slim, you wanna let us in?
That would mean I have to return power to the ship, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
Can't you return power to sections?
Can I power up just that door?
Make an intelligence check.
Oh god, this is gonna be great.
The look on the DM's face scares me a little bit.
It's actually really good. That's a 19.
You do know that you can power certain areas of the ship, even singular areas,
Okay.
including
just saying-
just a door.
I'm just seeing Jamar sitting over a virtual map of the ship, doing like little rat race where there's a dot for Vera, and he's powering down as Vera moves in the direction.
It's like a horror
Powering up
game.
while
You're
we-
just like make the dog go away.
It's like we're gonna walk in, the door's gonna shut behind us, and then it's just gonna really confuse Vera as to what's going on.
Yeah, I'm imagining it like playing a game of FTL when you have intruders on board and you lock certain doors and open other ones to herd them
Yes.
into the right place.
I was thinking
Yes.
of the game Alien Isolation, where you
Yes,
have to
that
like
too.
cleverly get yourself away and like lock and unlock
Okay.
stuff, hide in lockers, whatever.
Well, either way, I'm literally powering up that door, opening it, and letting them in.
Okay, and you guys see the door go up. However, all the lights and electronics look like they're off, except there's a little light. It's pretty dim over the door to let you know that to walk up the ramp.
Okay, we can stop this now. Go ahead and turn power onto the ship.
Oh, fine.
But lock
Power
the door.
back on.
And Vera, as you're on your hands and knees just kind of feeling around, all of a sudden you see the lights just dim back up and you hear the power just and everything seems to be powered and back online.
Pop over the oven tool. I fixed it, I think.
Did the doors work?
They should.
Okay, I'm gonna continue on the way to the cargo bay then.
Okay. And you click the button to the door and it goes up.
Make my way to the cargo bay.
Okay. I do apologize. We may have to stop early. I am dropping frames like crazy, and I'm noticing Twitch is
Ooh.
Yeah.
jittering.
I just
Bad.
checked down detector, and like the down counts kind of climbing.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. I don't want to do this, but I think this is probably going to be our stopping point right now because it's constantly going down. I don't know why it's happening all of a sudden. But I mean, we're about a half an hour away from our usual stopping point anyway. It's just not the greatest stopping point, but we're going to stop for now. I do apologize. Again, I don't know what's going on, if it's something on OBS's side or Twitch. Not entirely sure. But, hopefully everyone else catches this at least. But yeah, see, oh no, I know. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign off right here. I'll try to keep this short. But thank you, Kiara Phoenix, for joining us as the newest member of this team. Oh, Twitch is dying too? Oh, okay. So maybe it's Twitch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Twitch. So, I'll just keep this really short, guys. Go ahead and hang out with us tomorrow for Destiny Forge at the same time. Hopefully, Twitch and everything is working by then. Keep an eye out for both our YouTube channel and our Discords for any announcements, especially with our new game coming up this Saturday, and new ones coming very, very shortly. But until then, yeah, I know, right? But until then, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and bearing with us on this weird blip that's happening. I blame Jamar for doing too much hacking. That's just it. Too much hacking.
I hacked the system. We're in.
Yeah, he hacked the planet. So yeah,
Jamar
we will
hacked
see
the
you
real
guys
world.
tomorrow for Destiny Forge. Until then, we'll see you guys next week for more shenanigans here. Bye, guys.
Bye.